Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Moving the Needle podcast, where we ask, what moves you? Excellent or bogus? Did anyone do the right thing? Do you mess with the Zohan? With me tonight to discuss Do the Right Thing, Rocky vs. Creed, childhood, guilty pleasures, a test of time, you don't mess with the Zohan, once upon a time in Hollywood. With me tonight is Stephanie.
Hello.
Roy. Hello. And Henno. Yo, we want to thank you for listening on iTunes. We're also available on Spotify, just about everywhere you can find podcasts. We are, so come on now,
Google
let
Play.
us know. Email us at mtnpodcast@gmail.com or on facebook.com/mtnpod. Twitter and tweet us at mtnpod. There's so many ways to find us.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a spurter. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 469.
69, dudes!
The 69iest podcast on the network.
Yeah, definitely. That's one I'm very confident in. I can't imagine, especially now that we've been able to do multiples of this.
I know, multiple.
69, dudes!
Yep. So many.
Hell yeah.
So many of these. Oh, man. Whoopsies.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'm
trying to do something and it just flubbed it all up, so, yeah. Pretty awesome.
That sounds amazing, my friend.
Dag nabbit.
I'm enjoying some delicious, delicious IPA right now because I'm a grown-ass man. I deserved it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of beers. Gotta
What is this? The anti-semantic show?
Well, no, it's a little punch drunk, you know. Crack open a
yeah.
cold one, because I'm cracking open a fresh civic duty from Three Halves, as sent to us by our pal Philip. So,
Well, I mean, it is your civic duty to do that.
right, and I'll be enjoying it in a welcome to.
Oh, Jesus
What the
Christ.
hell, man? Come on.
Apparently, someone's on my front porch and my phone isn't on silent.
But I'll be enjoying it in a welcome to beer country glass, as provided by our friends at the Daft Pod.
Oh, well, shit. Look at that.
So I'm just enjoying podcast.
Just things are
friends.
happening in your life.
Yeah, podcast friendly beer selections, I guess.
I mean, I've got, friend beers up in the fridge, but I'm saving those for a special podcast occasion, I guess.
Yeah, right.
You know?
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Like the
Every
return.
time I open up my fridge and I look at them, I'm like, oh, I want that in my face.
I assume it's for the return of the Anti-Semantic Show
Yes.
that you're
exactly.
holding it for. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Which, I'll probably hold it until I'm like 83 in a nursing home,
Yeah.
and suddenly this weird New Yorker shows up.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll be like, Jesus, is that you? Like, yes, my child. Staten Island Jesus is here. And then we'll record an episode and I'll drink all 4 beers at once and die.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
That's how Tony goes out, podcasting with Prado and 4 50-year-old beers.
Yeah. As
I'm putting myself in my late 90s.
like, who wouldn't want to go that way?
I can't math. Early 90s.
Right. Late 90s. Whatever. It's fine.
All the nurses be like, stop it. Though I thought those were trophies. I'm just crushing these warm shelf beers covered in dust.
Right. They're like, sweet Jeebus, what are you doing? Like, that
And
can't
as soon
be
as they say
good.
Sweet Jeebus, Prado's like, yes.
Yes, my child. Yeah. Oh, my.
I know, right? What are we going to do when we get to episode 6069?
69, dudes!
There it
What are
is.
we going to do on that day?
You just answered it. Same thing
I'm pretty sure some sort of portal to hell opens up or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely demon stuff.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it is us.
Right.
Man.
I mean, we could really step up our game and get there faster. Do 3 podcasts a week or something.
Oh my God. No. What are we marrying?
True.
No way, man. I do not
I
lie.
mean, we could go hey guys, in order to get to episode 6,900 and
69, dudes!
we gotta put out 4 podcasts a week. So we're
Yeah.
gonna give you 4 new episodes of content every week.
Ugh.
For people who don't know it are 10 minutes long.
I like it.
We just do what we do here, and we just record. We just edit it into separate chunks.
Yeah. That's
To be
actually,
Continue Tuesday.
if we were ever going to do it, that's how it would be done. Because that would just be the
Oh, yeah.
easiest. Just chop it up into
That would be
half-hour segments and slap them out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So not only is it our 469th episode,
69, dudes!
but I mean, we missed it by a day, but as of yesterday, today is August 3rd, on August 2nd of 2011, we loosed this monstrosity onto the world. So it's
Isn't
not,
sick, bro.
yeah, 9 years of this now.
It seems hard to believe it's been 9 years.
Yeah, not 69 years, but 9 years.
I mean,
69, dudes!
and you know what? I didn't realize until you said this that our podcast shares a birthday with our friend Annalise.
Oh yeah, weird. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, there's a good chance
See,
she'll
it was
outlive the
meant
podcast.
to be.
Yeah. Yep.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
She might be sitting on the couch right now or something, and like your ear itches, and she's like, "What is that?"
Yeah. She's like,
Because we just made that connection.
yeah, she's like, I feel like someone's whispering sexy sweet nothings in my ear.
It's actually Neil.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
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 Because, we'd be whispering stuff like, like you do.
I mean, that's
That's what
accurate.
we do. That's what we do in the Midwest.
We
That's
are
our sweet nothings.
we are animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems fair. Man.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, raising my my glass to, you and the podcast, and, here's to
Salute.
7 million more,
Or at least
69, dudes!
Yep.
I mean,
Indeed, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Indeed.
So, yeah, it's funny because, in our typical fashion, we're doing absolutely nothing special. We're just recording an
Why
episode.
would we?
Just two rugged dudes,
Two rugged dudes.
just doing what rugged dudes do.
I want to say, next year, it'll be the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
We'll probably,
Forget until the
about
last
3
minute.
episodes before we hit that mark, we'll start discussing about doing something cool.
Right.
And then an episode will roll around. We'll be like, you got anything prepped? Like, nah. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do a regular episode.
Be like, welcome to the 10th anniversary special. And then it'll be like, the first time we did the Halloween special or Christmas special. Remember where we were like, whoop-a-doo-doo, and then it was just like a normal episode.
Yeah, exactly. We had Santa hats on and everything.
We did actually, if I believe correctly.
I know.
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because that video is actually on our YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's been...
Yeah, if you want to go in the Wayback Machine.
Man, seriously. See us when we're, innocent, sweet and innocent Utes.
I know, right?
Not really. We were still...
Back before the world turned us.
Yeah.
Made us gritty old bastards.
Yeah. Grizzled veterans, if you will.
Yeah, like Tom Berenger in Platoon.
I'd rather not ever be compared to Tom Berenger.
Wasn't he in Platoon?
I don't know.
can't.
Sure.
That guy in Platoon. Whoever played Barnes.
I honestly don't remember, and I feel pretty shitty about that because I haven't seen the movie in damn long.
I'm looking.
Well, really quick, speaking of movies, I'll kind of just start jumping into my week here.
It.
Dude, last week I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday podcasts.
No shit. You were like a podcast machine.
Yeah,
bro.
because we recorded Monday. Tuesday I jumped on with Heno and the lads for Moving the Needle.
Nice.
And that'll be out a week or two. I can't remember, but I'll throw it. I'll promote it. More when I know.
Yeah, we'll push the shit out of it.
And then Wednesday, did the Crazy Life. So I was like, oh boy. And it's funny, every time I do that amount of podcasts, and then I went with like my brother on Thursday and did something else on Friday, and I was like, by Friday night, I was like, yeah, I'm like socialized, just out. I'm burnt, like I need to.
And I'm spent.
Yeah, so I just basically spent Friday. I just sat in my room and played video games and whatever, just kind of a little recharge, if you will. And I was like, all right. Yeah, I mean, I had a great time on Moving the Needle, though. It was good fun, as it was the last time I did it, too.
I mean, and plus you're talking about some of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah, basketball and dodgeball. Yeah. So
right.
I will say this:
I can't wait to listen.
It was a lot of fun to watch both of them again, because I haven't seen either of them in a long time. So it was a good fun watch. I just back to back them and good times.
And a belly to belly. Also, yes, Tom Berenger was Barnes.
Okay, I thought you were right, but I wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure either, but I still said it because I'm an ass.
Well, that's what you do. You have a microphone and the internet. You're right.
Yep,
so,
exactly.
Whether he was in it actually or not, he's in it now.
He's in it now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll just
Like, but I don't see him in his IMDb. He's like, no, he's uncredited.
Yeah. Can you imagine having him in the movie and just not crediting him?
Yeah.
For a
Like,
major role?
yeah, for a major role, exactly.
It's not like it was like a one-off.
Barnes? I don't know. It just says uncredited.
Yeah. Looks like Tom
Pretty sure it's
Berenger.
Tom Berenger.
Like, no, they'd never. Come on. They wouldn't uncredit or not credit Tom Berenger.
Now, I know Tom Berenger's been in a lot of movies, but all I could think of was Platoon and Major League.
Yeah, those are the first two that pop into my head.
That's all I got.
Well, not Platoon, because obviously I couldn't remember, but...
What is he? I bet you he looks
Wasn't
like...
he in Sniper?
Maybe?
We should really not start this rabbit hole.
I'm going down the Tom Berenger rabbit hole.
All right.
Oh, you're right. He was in Sniper.
Yeah, one shot, one kill. Yeah.
Oh, shit. He was in Inception. I don't remember that.
Maybe
if
it was,
I could
maybe
read my soundboard, I have so much shit in the way. There it is.
I had a great...
The old Inception button.
I was going to say maybe it was a dream, but you were stamping all over me.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies.
Just stomping like Godzilla on Tokyo.
Apologies. Apologies, Brian. Apologies.
All right. Enough of that.
Yeah. I have to know one more thing about Tom Berenger. What does he look like now?
Oh, I thought you were going to go with penis size. All right.
Oh, I mean, we can Google that next.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, if you want to Google it, have at it. I don't want that on my computer.
I mean, I'll be honest. He still looks like Tom Berenger. I was expecting a horror show.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, he just looks like old Tom Berenger. Good job, Tom Berenger. Excellent work.
I mean, there's something to be said for that because, he could have went, like the, various routes of other
like the
actors.
Val Kilmer route.
Well, I mean,
looks like a goddamn bratwurst walking around.
Yeah, but Val Kilmer had cancer. I mean, he gets a pass for that at least.
Well, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. He does get a pass.
So, yeah.
Plus, I mean, he's one of our greatest, actors ever. Or whatever. I mean, Doc Holliday.
That was originally what I assumed was he was just taking the Doc Holliday role a little too seriously, but still, easily one of my favorite characters in any movie ever is him as Doc Holliday. So,
all right, what about your second favorite character, though?
Of his?
Of Val Kilmer's. If you say Batman, Brian, I'm disconnecting this call.
Oh, dude, I'm not going to say Batman. Fuck you.
Here, bloop.
That would be hilarious, though. Oh, man. Geez, now I got to try to remember what the hell he was in that like the first movie that keeps jumping into my head is, him as Jim Morrison in The Doors. Because he was really good as Jim Morrison.
Right, yeah, he was very good in that.
Because I've said on here before, I'm not the biggest Top Gun fan, so yeah, I don't know what would yours be if is Doc Holliday number one first?
He played John Holmes in Wonderland.
Oh, I did forget about that.
That movie was fucking terrific.
Okay, he was good in that. I'll give you that.
It's a good ass movie right there.
Yeah.
I honestly can't. I mean,
that's the problem, right?
I feel bad. I'm drawing a blank on Val Kilmer movies.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
He was in what was that one? The Saint or whatever.
Oh, he was in The Saint. You were correct. Yep.
I don't remember that being like my favorite movie though.
Nah, it was okay. That was a remake of like an old TV show or an old movie or something, I believe. So yeah, it was all right.
Oh, he was in Heat. That was a good movie.
Okay, he was.
Oh, duh, of course. Oh, sorry, Wonderland. You're out.
Okay.
Mad Mortigan and Willow.
Oh, yeah, of course you would pick that. That's another movie I didn't really care for.
Yeah,
but...
Willow's like one of my jams.
Yeah. Right. That makes sense.
And not just because it's got little people in it.
Mm. What about, no, never mind. I just totally blanked. Wow. I had a movie in my head and just went derp on it. It's just over.
Okay, I'll just pick a random one that he's been.
I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming.
Steam Experiment.
It's about what?
No? No Steam Experiment?
No.
No?
No, probably not.
The Thaw? Maybe? Is that?
No.
He's been in a lot of shitty movies.
Oh, totally. Yeah. That's the real problem is, there was a lot of those movies, like you said, that he was in.
not great in.
Well, I don't know that he wasn't great, but the movies weren't much.
Yeah, fair. Oh my God, he was in Bad Lieutenant Protocol, New Orleans. How do I not remember this?
Because all I can remember is the silk boxer scene.
And kibble, the kibble. I need the kibble.
Oh, right.
That movie was that we had. Don't we have a movie review? From probably 9 years ago, because we're
69, dudes!
when we talked about that movie.
Yep.
Wow.
We sure do, sir. Wow, I did not know that. So apparently he was Mark Twain in Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn too.
Was he now?
Yeah, I guess so. It's what this says.
Huh. Well, fair enough.
Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't know he was in Wyatt Earp's Revenge.
Jesus Christ, Brian. If you want to check out our review of Bad Lieutenant Protocol, you got to go in the Wayback Machine to March 5th, 2012.
Yeah.
To episode 32, Broke the Ear Hymen.
Oh my God, yeah. That's it certainly did. Ew. That's such a bad movie.
Wow, and you want to hear what we talked about? I mean, I got it pulled up.
I do, because you have it right there.
In this episode, we ran about the new Avengers poster / trailer.
Ooh.
Bill Murray definitely out of Ghostbusters 3? ? Protocol.
Hold on, really quick. I love the fact we talked about Ghostbusters 3 in 2012.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Right. Autocorrect Theater. Remember we used to do that?
Yes.
The Site of the Week, and more.
Oh, and more.
Our site of the week that week was drunkard.com. I don't know what it is.
Sounds on brand, though. Yeah.
It sounds very on brand.
Did you know that Val Kilmer was in 10 Commandments, the musical? He played Moses in 2006.
Can't say that I did know that. I mean, you would think. I'm such a 10 Commandments fan.
You would think, yeah. I was really surprised you didn't know that. Yeah.
I know, right?
Huh. Oh, yeah, he was in The Ghost in the Darkness.
I got 5 commandments tattooed on each butt cheek. That's how into it I am.
All 3 of them. Yep. Wait. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm just, like, scrolling through. Oh, dude, he was in Real Genius. That's an old,
that's a dope-ass movie.
Dude, how did neither of us pull up Top Secret? Come on.
I know. We suck.
All right, anyways.
I know we're dope.
All right, we're done with Val Kilmer.
Unfortunately, so is Hollywood.
No, that's not true. He's in the new Top Gun movie.
As what?
Iceman.
No.
Yeah.
He can't even fit into a plane cockpit.
I never said he was in a plane cockpit, but he's in the movie. He's making a cameo.
If I get in that plane, I'll show you some shit. And he just bites a rotisserie chicken in half.
I mean, that would be me if I were playing the part. So, I mean, I can't knock it. I mean, rotisserie chicken's delicious.
They are delicious. There's something, I don't know, when you at Costco, they nail it with those rotisserie chickens.
Like, Brian, we're going to need you to put the chicken down. That's not part of the scene. I'm improving.
This is my character. He loves chicken.
Yeah.
Whole chickens.
You writers don't know shit.
Yeah, exactly. If I wasn't going to get chicken grease on this F-22...
Yeah.
I'd get up in the sky and show you a thing or two.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Tom Cruise drinking the blood of virgins or whatever still looks like maybe 2 years passed since he did Top Gun.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty weird.
It's like watching I haven't seen it, but the trailers for that new Bad Boys movie where you're like, oh, there's Will Smith, and is that Martin Lawrence? Or is that Medea? I can't tell.
Oh, I wish it was Medea. That'd be great.
All right.
I hope that's
Would it though?
The next Bad Boys. Will Smith, Medea.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry presents.
Yes.
Bad Boys, Medea.
Oh boy. You just picture
Let's
it.
not.
He'd be singing the theme song. It'd be fantastic.
Oh, it would be something.
$100 million. Might as well just print it right now. Cash money in your hand.
It's true. All I can say is those Medea movies make a ton of money. I've never watched one. Maybe I should just sit down and put one on to see what the hype's all about.
I've watched like one of them, and I was like, "This is not for me." But I know, But hey, whatever. Plenty of movies out there that are not for me.
I mean, you'll have that, right?
Like Bad Lieutenant whatever that I forgot the rest
Protocol
of it.
New Orleans?
Yes, that one. Just, oh boy, is that a bad movie.
Yeah. Trying to remember, because in the original Bad Lieutenant, Harvey Keitel, made those girls suck his dick to get out of the being pulled over or whatever. I'm pretty sure in that one, Nicolas Cage just beat off while he watched them pull their tops off or something.
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean,
It was,
he does get really upset about his silk boxers getting ruined when the prison floods. Or whatever the fuck that was. Yeah. Ugh. What a nightmare.
Boy, we've watched some terrible. Oh, you know what movie I watched?
No.
And I need to finish the series now.
All right.
I don't think I talked about this. Maybe I did. I don't know. You have to remind me because you know how it is, Brian. As soon as this mic turns off, I basically just shut down.
Yeah.
Sharknado. I finally watched it.
Oh yeah, you did mention that you finally watched Sharknado. You do need to watch them all.
Well, then I'll just shut the fuck up. Things I probably already said my fill.
I mean, you do need to watch them all. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's like 83 of them.
Yeah, they're terrible, but
I mean, there might be
69 dudes
of them. I don't know.
Nice. Yeah. There's
Nice.
a lot of cameos in them.
I mean, I hope so. I hope wouldn't it be great if there was an actual cameo from Cameo? What's the word? Word up.
Yeah.
That would be the best cameo ever.
That would be pretty good. Yeah. Oh my God. Does Cameo do cameos?
That would be great. Oh, you mean like the
app
weird thing we
or whatever? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because boy,
if it wasn't
Cameo
going to
still
be
alive?
full of such bitter disappointment, I would say we should set up a Cameo account.
I agree. It would certainly be loaded with disappointment, though.
Oh boy, would it be? Like we'd probably get one from like, hey guys, I'd send them something for free anyway. That guy.
Yeah, probably.
Like Cheeto, I don't need your money for me to tell you happy birthday.
I mean,
I'll just send you. Yeah.
I mean, I'd put more effort into it if there was money involved.
Nipple tassels.
Depends on how much money. I mean,
that's true. That's true.
$5? Nah. $6? Maybe.
Maybe. At least maybe one.
Yeah. But I get to choose which one.
Well, hell yeah.
You don't get the good one. You're going to get whatever I feel like that day.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Your body, your choice, and all that.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Oh, boy. So what have you been up to this week?
Work, man. Been working thank God I had that vacation last week, but from what I hear, working 6 days a week and going to be doing it for a while. So pretty much all summer, it sounds like.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Let me tell you, 1 day weekends.
Awesome.
Not a fan.
No?
Not a fan. I like the money, though. Money's cool.
Yeah, right.
But I'm not a fan of that. Like walking into work this morning, I'm like, I no. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, but I haven't really done a whole lot since the last time I recorded. I have, for some reason, been eating a lot of tacos.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you about that. I was like, gee, I feel like every time you post pictures of food, it's been like Mexican food recently. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know what it's been. Just, man, street tacos have been on my jam lately. And
like I said, nothing wrong with that.
Back where we used to work in high school at on Lasky at the old Collector's World.
Yeah.
Man, if that San Marcos that's there now.
Oh, that would have been
was
trouble.
There then. Because that's, I haven't had San Marcos in a while. So we were looking for a little lunch yesterday, and it's like, well, let's go there because they got a patio. I'm still not really prepared to sit inside.
Yeah.
But I'll hang out on a patio, and bro, their street tacos are like $2 and they're delicious.
Right. So you were like, just keep them coming, basically.
I mean, that I was looking at it and I was like, in a better time, this could be a very dangerous spot because they had a really nice outdoor bar.
Oh.
And I could just see just hanging out and having some cervezas and just tacos and some more cerveza and some more taco.
You just bring your own like paddle like from a Brazilian steakhouse and you're like, listen, street tacos until this turns red.
Yeah, let me tell you how this thing works, all right?
Until I have a heart attack or this thing turns red.
Well, we got that, and I mean, I know you've been to Carlos Poco Loco before. Really good local restaurant. They do Cuban, off the chain if you're ever in Toledo.
Yeah.
But they have a street taco place called Carlos Que Pasa, and you can do online ordering. They just run it out to your car.
Nice.
So we've done that, and it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like, I said it earlier today, I was like, fuck, we've been eating a lot of tacos.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
No.
I definitely got to get back on the keto train, though. Man,
Yeah.
I'm starting to blow it up here. Some of my shorts don't fit as well.
It's fine.
This is a problem, y'all.
No, it's fine.
I mean, to be fair, on vacation, all I did was basically whack down beers and eat food.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it right there. You know?
That'll add up in a hurry.
That'll certainly tighten your pants. You know?
Yeah.
One way or the other.
I bought the old, like, big 24 pack or whatever of Oberon bottles from Costco, and that lasted me a week.
Yeah.
Among other stuff.
Right.
I know some people are like, well, maybe not some people listen to this show anymore, but, like I have friends of mine, like, I had like 15 Busch Lights over a week, like on Saturday.
Yeah.
Granted, that's like drinking Dasani, but.
Yeah, right. No, it's not. Busch Light's way better than Dasani.
I didn't say Aquafina.
Yeah. Either way.
Aquafina is the devil's bottled water.
I don't like either of them, so.
Fair enough. If I had a choice, I'm picking Dasani, but you're right. I don't want either one, really.
Yeah. Like I said, if it's just about hydrating, hand me them Busch Lights all day.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a dude at work, and he's a young kid. He's like, oh, yeah, you like beer, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what do you like? I'm like, bro, I can't narrow that down. I like a lot of different beers. And he didn't really understand what craft beer was. That's how young he is.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you drink? He's like, Busch Light. And he just talks about how he has shower beers all the time. And
yeah.
Like, yeah, I've done that before. It's cool.
Yeah. It's not.
I should show him Untapped and be like, this is what I deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Been there, kid.
I stopped buying 30 packs of cans a long time ago.
Well, and the funny part too is like your Untapped is not going to include our early 20s, where we were just whacking down Busch Lights and Bud Lights and all those kind of things, or Miller Lights en masse.
All those hack ass beers.
Yeah, like it's not going to even include those years, No. Like this is pretty much just craft.
I think it's funny when I'm drinking a domestic somewhere and I go to check it in on my own tap, I'm like, oh shit, I never checked this in. Huh.
Yep.
Like, I know I've had these before, but apparently not since I've had this app.
Yeah. I saw the other day that, what is it, Truly, I think it is, now has like extra hard cider. Or seltzer, sorry.
Yeah.
It's like 8% or something like that.
Holy shit, that's actually impressive.
Yeah, I was like, oh boy.
Now, if it's still 0 sugar, 0 carbs, I might be interested.
Yeah, dude, right? Let's whack down a case of those. We'll get fucked up.
Because I don't mind throwing in a hard seltzer every once in a while just to kind of change the pace up.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like fruity and refreshing, you know?
Right.
Because, as you drink a lot of, like, super hot beer, eventually your butt is like tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit just shuts down.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a palate cleanser.
Sure.
That'll get you drunk.
Yeah, that certainly will at an 8% level.
That's actually pretty aggressive.
That's a kick in the dick for sure. What that is that's a problem for bars. Because can you imagine all the people who normally drink the seltzers and they're like, woo, 8%, and oh boy, they're going to be a shit show.
Oh, even harder seltzer? Let me try that.
Yeah.
Like, Susan, I don't know. And then they're making out with each other and people are,
buying them more. Yeah.
Well, actually, that doesn't happen because everyone just gets Corona, so.
Yeah, right.
And not the beer.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, back in ye old times when we tried Natter Days.
Yeah, we did.
And we're just like, oh yeah, these would be the beers that you see all the ladies getting hammered with.
But the thing is, it's not just the ladies. I've seen plenty of guys whacking them down.
I've seen plenty. Yeah, people love Natter Days. I don't get it.
I can't drink more than
one.
It is
because people have sugar.
Yeah. It is. And we've established on here before that we are we're not all about the sweet drinks.
No, like every once in a while, all right, so let's go local here, kinda. There's in Michigan. There's the Saugatuck Brewing to make the Neapolitan Milk Stout.
Yep.
It's very delicious.
Yep.
I can drink one because it's so sweet.
Those are sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like I classify that as like a dessert beer.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
one. It's one of those
couldn't
ones.
just like buy a 6-pack and like I'm gonna crush these boys.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those beers that's how I feel about them. It's like I'll drink one of these, but I don't want. God, what is it? I was reading something the other day that referred to something as as a 5-pack. And I was like, what? And they were like, the kind where you just buy a 6, but you only drink one and the rest just sit what was it? Not Your Father's root beers or those kind of drinks. Where it's like you buy a 6 and you drink one and then never touch another, or, you very slowly drink them. So.
Yeah, I've definitely had those before.
Yeah. So.
Because you get all excited. You're like, this sounds amazing. You crack that first one, you're like,
This is like, this is not what I want.
Yeah, either like it's too sweet or it's just not good. Or,
yeah. Well, it's like a lot of those that company put out, like the orange one and the like Mountain Dew clone or whatever. I'm like, I'd rather just buy Mountain Dew and put vodka with it.
Yeah.
Or root beer and just dump some vodka in with it. Or some rum or something.
Wasn't Mountain Dew supposed to be blended with whiskey?
Like moonshine whiskey.
Oh, moonshine? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I haven't drank Mountain Dew in a long time, and I'm cool with that. But I've never tried it with blended, mix of any whiskey.
I did once, remember, a long time ago on the show, because when I heard that, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to try that. And I was like, this is a terrible pairing.
Yeah, right.
And then someone was like, oh, it's supposed to be moonshine whiskey. I was like, oh, okay, well, that hits different than, like, Jack Daniels or something,
Right.
Really quick, since we're talking about beers and stuff, what?
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go.
Did you hear about Oscar Blues releasing a French's mustard beer?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
A mustard beer?
Yes, sir. It's brewed with mustard. This is on Oscar Blues' website. It says, this is mustard that's sipped, not squeezed. For National Mustard Day, we created the brightest brewski you'll ever taste. Perfect for summer barbecues, it's a semi-tart tropical wheat beer infused with citrus fruits to complement French's classic yellow mustard. The flavor include hints of key lime, lemon, tangerine, and passion fruit to create a tart, refreshing match for the spice and zip of the mustard. Grab a can and see for yourself. After all, it's mustard o'clock somewhere.
I'm looking this up.
I'm like I said, I'm straight up on Oscar Blues' website. It's a limited release. It came out August 1st, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to see if we can get our hands on this.
I mean, I would try it.
I don't really want to try it, but I also kind of want to try it just for the story, because we've tried weirder things.
Yeah, we've definitely tried weirder things. Hey, you want to disable your ad blocker to check out this thing?
Sure
no,
do.
don't,
Oh, no? All right.
I guess I'm not reading that ad. I mean, I would be definitely curious to try it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's actually, when it talks about like semi-tart, like a tart beer.
Sure.
If it's got all these flavors, but I don't know about it. Pairing with.
Do you know what it is? I'll bet this comes to one of those scenarios that, you know how it is, like sometimes you'll tell somebody about two flavors and all they can picture is whatever the one is in their head. Like if you tell them a certain kind of pizza, they picture like a pepperoni pizza with something else on top of it. And you're like, no, they start at the bottom and work a whole, it's a whole different thing. I think that kind of is what you think of when you think of this, because it's like, obviously if you drink it, you want to taste the mustard. Otherwise, why call it a mustard beer? But also you don't want to seem like you just took $1 from your friend and you're just drinking mustard right out of the refrigerator. Not that I know anything about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have a video on their website. I'm playing it right now just because I want to see if they show it in the glass.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to know the color.
Because I'm just looking at the can and it's that bright yellow, just like a bottle of French's mustard.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Said I would definitely try it because I mean, I mean, we've had beer that was made with smoked pig heads,
True. That was delicious, though.
and it was delicious.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't knock it until I try.
Right. And we've had hot dog water or beer. I mean,
hot dog beer, asparagus beer. I mean,
weed beer, basically.
Obviously, there's no way I would not try it just because
Right.
beer.
Right. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I mentioned this to you because I was like, we should really try to see if we can get our hands on some of this somewhere, whether we can or we can maybe get a friend or something maybe that's closer to Oscar Blues to send it to us. I forgot where they're at. I think are they Colorado? I don't remember.
I honestly don't know. I mean, it says it's available. Where'd it go? Shit.
Oh.
I just saw it somewhere. Oh, it says you could buy it online.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, we can worry about this some other time, but I just wanted to bring it up. Like I said, since we were already talking about booze, I figured, might as well throw it in there.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit, it's sold out.
What?
Yeah.
God damn it. Ridiculous.
Here's a picture of it in a glass. It's pretty yellow, but it's not, I mean, like I'm drinking a New England IPA. It's about the same color.
Oh, okay.
So it's not
Well,
like
it is
offensively.
a wheat. Yeah, I was going to say it's a wheat beer. So that's actually my biggest turnoff of all the things I read about it because I typically don't like wheat beers. So
Right.
We'll see.
Maybe you'll love this one.
We'll see. Well, maybe we won't. I don't know.
You never know.
Yeah.
Right? Wheat.
Wheat beer. Yeah.
Wheat.
I'll look into it though. See if I can find it somewhere else, maybe. Or like I said, maybe somebody who lives closer to like their tap room or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more than willing to, do things to make beer show up at places.
There you go. Boulder, Colorado, Austin, Texas,
Sketchy,
Longmont,
sketchy.
Colorado, and Brevard, North Carolina.
North Kakalaki?
Yep, I know people in Austin, so maybe I'll see if I can figure
Maybe
something
you should,
out.
reach out or something. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, do you guys like delicious Toledo beer? To be like, what?
Seriously, yeah, I would certainly trade
Yeah. Fuck, you got
some beers.
Pavlov's right up the road. They do crawlers, don't they?
Yeah, they do, but they usually sell out really fast. Or no, crowlers.
Really?
I'm sorry, not cans. You're saying crowlers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
you
like
know, they
normal
make their own.
canning. Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho,
What's that you say? I
speaking
should
of
crack a second beer? Don't mind if I do.
that- Yeah. Oh shit! I better hurry up. I kind of wish I had more time. If I would have known,
Boy, Philip wasn't
lovely,
wrong.
talented Michelle was gonna bang out dinner like she did, I would have totally been like, we should go to Pavlov's get a quick pint.
Yeah, right. We could have.
But I had no idea.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, Philip was not wrong. That Civic Duty, boy, is that an easy drinker. I could whack a bunch of those down. That's a real, like, all-day kind of drinking beer.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Now
Nice.
moving on to Cannonball, which is a pale ale, apparently, of 5%.
I'm pretty excited to try these beers. I'm hoping to do that this week. It's probably on the weekend though. Bang out a new episode.
Yeah, I didn't really want a stout because it's hot, so I figured I'll hang on to that for a few more days when it's supposed to cool down a little bit, and
Right.
stout might seem a little more like a good choice. Even though it's only one, it's not like I have 20 of them to drink.
Yeah, fair enough.
But still.
So I got a fly jar update.
Oh, what now?
The fly jar.
Oh, right.
That thing was so gross I had to get rid of it.
Well, that was
It
pretty much your plan
literally
anyway.
Full.
Oh, man.
It was vile.
Holy shit.
Not only was it full, there was flies on the lid, basically
Oh.
like having the Matrix 3 orgy,
Wow, nice.
trying to get into it.
That's
Which
hot.
I don't understand because I put it in I closed it, I put it in a bag, I threw it out because it was garbage day,
Yeah.
and they're not around anymore. So I don't know if I was drawing every fly from the neighborhood over to my place just to die.
Listen, man, social media, that shit gets out there, like
I guess they're like, yo, man, this party in this jar is lit.
yeah. Meet us up over here,
I did buy the disposable bag it's bigger and quote unquote, according to the packaging, can hold 20,000 flies.
Wow, that's a lot of flies.
It is a lot of flies.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at the ingredients that you make the bait out of, and it was pretty gross.
Sure.
it was mostly sugar, sucralose,
Uh-huh.
and the rest of it's like miscellaneous shit, and then it's just putrescent egg salad, which I've never seen on an ingredient list. I hope to never see again.
I'm sure it smells delightful.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
No.
apparently flies love it. They there's just flies buzzing around with like little fly boners getting ready to go in there.
There's a lineup. You got somebody like checking IDs at the door and shit. Yeah.
Exactly. So a
Fuck.
big fly, big old horse fly.
Yeah. Like, what the hell's going on out here?
Yeah, I haven't hung up the fly bag yet because it's been, well, let's be honest, the weather lately has been shitty around here.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I wanted to do the update again, but it was so gross. And it was also pouring rain
Mm-hmm.
that I just had to throw the guy away.
Yeah, that's probably the
Like,
right move.
Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, who unscrews this and empties it out and reloads it?
Right. Slam $1 on the table.
Yeah, it was vile, man.
Like, drink that.
Oh, God.
That's
Just
the
put
move.
it on the back of the bar.
Ugh.
What is that? Oh, it's fly vodka.
Yeah. You know what that is? That's anti-wuss juice. Like, what? Like, if you're not a wuss, you'll drink it.
Yeah, right. Well, there you go. It's just fly infused vodka. We call it the bar fly.
Oh man, that's terrible and also like plausible.
Very plausible.
You know, like yeah.
Vile is what it is.
Yeah, you're like, here's my Goldschlager, my barfly, and
What? Wait. The what? The Goldschlager? You never had that? It's got gold flecks in it. No.
they're
The
pretty
other
neat.
one.
Look, yeah. Oh, that's got little flies in it. See?
Yeah,
Like,
that's got. What do you mean little flies? It's full top to bottom.
yeah. Oh, you
Trying to
should have
get that
seen.
fly flavor.
Be like, you should have seen the ones I couldn't get in there.
They were literally fucking on top of the thing to try
Yeah.
to get in.
It was insane. Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah. I got another bottle over there for those. Doing a keg of beer.
Oh God, it's so gross.
Oh God. Oh, and then my brain went and made it even worse because I'm picturing like barrel aging.
A little barrel aged fly juice.
Ugh. Yeah.
I was actually looking into buying a whiskey barrel,
Yeah.
mostly for decor.
Sure.
You can actually get them fairly cheap, unless you want to get them from like like if you want to get a Maker's Mark one or
Yeah. Right.
a brand of bourbon that's kind of respectable.
Yeah.
But if you want to get like
Old
like
respectable.
Tim's old corn bourbon or something,
Right. Old respectable would be that's going to be my bourbon.
that's a great bourbon name.
That's just
Old
the name.
Respectable.
Old respectable. Yeah.
Yeah, OL
Yep.
apostrophe
Yep.
respectable.
Yep. It's gonna have a picture of an old guy like just holding his lapel, you know.
I like it. No, but it needs to be you, not an old guy.
Oh yeah. And then, I'll just have a glass of it,
Yeah,
Perfect.
I dig it.
And then a rotisserie chicken. Yeah. My
That's very
bourbon,
well for
dude.
rotisserie chicken.
Here it is. I'm gonna make a bourbon. It's gonna be aged in old KFC buckets.
Oh, bucket aged.
Yeah, it gets all them herbs and spices in there, just like the Colonel wanted.
It's like the Colonel wanted.
Delicious. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would try that bourbon.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised no one's made 11 Urban Spice beer.
Oh man. I'm just picturing the warehouse with buckets everywhere.
I mean, bourbon's from Kentucky,
Right.
KFC's
That's what I'm
Kentucky Fried
saying.
Chicken.
Yeah.
I really feel like, Brian, we should have a bourbon night where we eat KFC and just have go full Kentucky.
I was just gonna say, oh man, I don't know if you should ever go full Kentucky. That sounds like a terrible idea.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, unless we're gonna find us some mullet wigs somewhere, then I'm in.
I mean, we could.
Yeah. Because I feel like you and I could get a lot of mileage out of a couple mullet wigs.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have my Fat Thor wig upstairs.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean, it's not quite a mullet, but it would look pretty sweet underneath a trucker hat.
What? Trucker hat? Nah, you got to take the hat off. Let that thing breathe. You know.
Well, but it's not a mullet. It's like actually a lady's wig.
Ladies can have mullets too, man.
Yeah, the mullet. I've seen it.
You just cut
I'm
it.
familiar.
Yeah. Just do a little trimming on it. You know.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Or we just buy those hats that have the mullet just hanging out the back.
Or that, I guess. Yeah, that would be probably the easiest move.
Dude, you know how many times I've gone into stores? Because the mask I wear out and about is just black.
Right.
And people, like, they look at me and they're like, oh, I thought your beard was part of your mask.
It is. And just look at them.
And, you know, I've had it happen more than once. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like those, you know, Viking knit caps. They have the whole beard attached to it.
I have one, remember?
Oh, yeah, you do. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I have, my hair is dark, but there's a lot of salt and pepper going on now in my beard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've got it multiple times where people think it's all connected.
Wow.
Which, I mean, I think that might be kind of a cool mask.
Yeah.
You know, have a full-blown beard hanging off the bottom of it. Because now that COVID's just basically the way we live life this year.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about buying, like, a more entertaining mask.
Right.
Yeah, because they've got, like, the Ron Burgundy mustache, the Joe Exotic husband mouth.
Right. Or one where, like, you turn yourself upside down and the clothes fall off the guy or the lady.
That would be hilarious, actually. Like one of those sexy pens.
Yeah, buddy. Hot.
I don't know. I've been kind of kicking around the idea of getting a fun mask just because, you know, it's good. I guess it's who I am.
Yeah. I've still been rocking the black gator. Like I said, I got other ones that came with it. Like I got like a camouflage one and an American flag one, and I don't remember what the other one is. I got 4. Oh, I think the other one's another black one. So. Yeah,
I've been thinking about getting because I have 2 gators. I got like a black paisley and some red crazy pattern one. I've been thinking about getting a couple more because the gator they gave me at work, like a day and a half in, it's fucking gross.
Oh, I bet.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
and the work conditions make it bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Need full-blown rotation going on here.
Mm-hmm. You know what you need? You need one with picture Bill and Ted on it.
Oh, I mean, you're right.
69, dudes!
Yeah, you're right.
But not old Bill and Ted, because I keep seeing pictures for the new movie, and I'm like, they don't, like, especially Keanu Reeves, I'm like, the clothes they chose for him, I was like, he just doesn't feel like the character anymore. He just feels like some guy.
Right.
Like, I don't know why Alex Winters is still wearing, like, he's got, like, the flannel tied around his waist and shit, but Keanu Reeves is just wearing, like, a button-down, you know? It's like,
maybe,
what are you doing?
Maybe in the movie, like, you know, who is Keanu? Is he Bill or is he Ted?
I think he's Ted.
Yeah, I think he's Ted, too. Maybe Ted is, like, a respectable, like, adult.
Yeah,
and
maybe.
Bill's still trying to hang on.
Yeah, he's got to, like, get the band back together or whatever.
Yeah. That's kind of, I bet you what they're doing.
That could be, yeah.
Like, Ted is, you know, wearing all black and, you know, taking out assassins because they ran over his dog.
Right.
And, you know, Ted's just trying to, you know, figure out where his next meal's coming from. Or Bill is. I'm sorry, not Ted.
Right. Boy, that'd be a rough one.
I'm kind of assuming that's what they're going to go for.
Like, he sees some guy, he's got, like, a hoodie, you know, the hood pulled down, he's just sitting on the ground on a street corner somewhere, and, you know, he walks up and tosses some money in the cup, and he's like, be excellent, or something like that. And, you know, and he looks up, and he's like, Ted? Bill? You know?
Oh, that could be that. I like that.
Whoa.
Whoa. Dude, you still play guitar? I pawned mine.
I have a collection.
Yeah, exactly, right? I could kind of see this.
Oh, no. Then it becomes like a trading spaces thing, or places thing. Not trading spaces, trading places. I fucked that up big time.
Yeah. I like the idea of a trading spaces, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, Bill's working in his mansion, and Ted's trying to, like, refab a cardboard box.
Yeah. I mean, wow, you know, those boxes.
He spends the night fighting off rats.
I mean, he doesn't fight them all off. You know,
It's true. You can't fight them all.
listen, if they get enough of them together, it's like a blanket, keep you nice,
Yeah.
nice and cozy. So,
Nice and
you know,
toasty.
right.
It's a kind of a bitey blanket.
I
but
was
it's
just
still a
gonna say,
blanket.
yeah, but the best part is when you wake up, breakfast is right there. So
That's true.
you know.
That's true. Yeah, I would not be surprised if that's the angle they're going to go.
I don't know. I just
Like one's trying to be an adult, the other one's still trying to live life like a rocker.
Sure.
And then for some reason,
Now I assume
time
you
travel
mean
gets involved.
I assume you mean Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty rocker, right?
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, he's way too old and out of shape to wearing those tights, but he still does it.
Yeah. Oh man. That's a story told too many times in pro wrestling.
Right.
Like, you know, when you got 60-year-old Ric Flair out there in his tighties, you know, just titties bouncing all over the place. I mean, he's still in better shape than me, but still, you know.
Like you got to give him respect for being 60 and just strutting.
Man,
the dude across the street from me, he's got to be in his 60s, and I see him take the garbage out every week in just these little shorts, and that's it.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
goddamn
you know what it is? He's you know, he's just following your lead. You know.
I mean, I have let the dogs out with my little Stay Salty shorts before.
Now, is that like a euphemism for your balls hanging out of the shorts?
I mean, maybe I haven't.
I let the dogs out.
I didn't feel the breeze.
Yeah, well, that's good.
But those things are so short; it's a definite possibility.
Yikes!
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not bad till you go to bend over for the paper. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Hear the whole neighborhood go, "Ah!"
Yeah. Is that the 10 Commandments? See,
that's only 5 and 10. I don't
Yeah.
see the rest of them.
You bend down a little further. Oh, now I do.
Oh.
Now I do. That's 1 and 6. Yikes. Oh,
Yeah, I don't
Lordy.
know. It's very much along the same lines that we were talking about earlier about like Bad Boys and everything else because
Yeah.
Keanu barely ages.
Yeah. Well, it's weird though because you know, part of it's so strange seeing him without a beard because you know he's basically had a beard pretty consistently. You know,
It's
as
like
of
the
yet.
Matrix.
Yeah, so it was kind of weird seeing him and with the long hair too, because you know, I haven't seen
He's
him
still
with
got the John Wick hair.
with one and not the other. It's just you know, it's like well, hey, whatever, you know, makes sense.
Right.
You know, I'm curious if he'll have the long hair and or beard for the next Matrix when they get to work on that.
I keep forgetting they're making another Matrix.
Yeah. Why not?
You should have left it at just the first one.
Keanu's hot. If I had a property that he was involved in at any time, I'm trying to feed him a script for a sequel to whatever it was.
Brian, it's not breaking news for listening audience that Keanu's hot.
Listen, I'm currently writing my own Private Idaho too, you know? Like
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's an action movie now, but you know, what are you gonna do? Or wait, no, or was that? No, I don't think was that the right movie? I knew, or was it? Or am I thinking of? See, now I'm doubting myself
I don't know, Brian.
because I'm also thinking Walk in the Clouds, and now I don't want to think about either of these movies. But
Yeah, fair enough.
Especially-
It's time for me to crack open my second one.
time to crack open a cold one.
Doing a little Ernest Brew Works, local Toledo, crunchy hippie.
Ah, good choice. Okay, I was right. He's in my own Private Idaho. Whew.
I sent Philip some crunchy hippie.
You did. He sent me a picture earlier that he was going to
Okay,
be
right.
that he was cracking into it, and I told him that you know that's my go-to beer there, because you know big fan of the brown ales. So
Yeah, they make some. Dude, last year for the German American Fest,
yeah.
they made a Black Forest cake crunchy hippie.
Ooh, nice. But could you drink more than one? By the way, I was right on both counts. He's in
Very
Walk in
nice.
the Clouds and my own Private Idaho, so I couldn't remember shit about Tom Berenger, but I pulled two random ass Keanu Reeves
Well,
movies
I
out of my
mean,
ass.
Let's be honest, not many people remember shit about Tom Berenger.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just saying.
Oof. Yikes. Yikes, I say.
You know, I also got to say that I am kind of disappointed
Mm.
in the fact that the German American Fest is not happening this year.
Well, I mean, otherwise it'll be the COVID American Festival. So
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking
don't
of-
get me wrong. I totally understand why.
well, did you see though? Like Sturgis is still going to happen.
Dude, bikers are immune. You know how many diseases they have?
You're right. I wasn't thinking about that. Touche.
Yeah. No, I mean because in a previous life, Brian,
Mm,
I never went to the German American Fest just because it wasn't really an option.
yeah.
But when I went last year, bro, I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Oops, shit. I think I just. God damn it. Oh, that works. Yeah, I had so much fun going there.
Yeah.
It was a blast. And I was really looking forward to going again this year. I was going to buy a stupid hat.
Yeah. Not one that has anything to do with the festival, but just a stupid hat.
Just a stupid hat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
exactly.
Like, why is this guy wearing a 10-gallon hat?
I reckon.
Like, well, you all drink out of boots here, I thought.
Can we have a moment of silence, Brian, for our fallen brother, Wilford Brimley? That's long enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw you post on Instagram about that the other day, and about how it was, one of the more funnier things from our childhood.
Yeah.
Because and you have to be probably our age to really understand the story. Because Wilford Brimley used to do Quaker oatmeal commercials. And it was always, hot Quaker oats, the right thing to do and the tasty way to do it, or something like that. And I
You wanna
got
punch life in the face? Eat this flavorless bowl of porridge.
You want a kick in the dick? Like, Wilfred, no, we're not going with that one. I was just trying some stuff out.
Yeah, I'm just rolling here.
Yeah.
Just rolling.
Just
You
let-
ever herd cattle and you find yourself staring at the bowl? Hot Quaker oatmeal.
They've got like 12 hours of that.
Exactly.
Finally, somewhere along the line, he finally hits the line that was written, And then he's like, let me try a couple more. And they're like, no, you know what? That sounded great. We're good.
Hot Quaker oatmeal. You stirred a spoon through it. Sounds like horse pussy. Like, no, Wilfred, no.
How many times
Jesus.
do we have to tell you we can't use sexual references?
Horse pussy isn't sexual.
It's only sexual if you make it sexual.
Yeah, it's a farm term.
Horse pussy. Oh, what? Oh, man. Yeah, it's like I woke up one day staying at Tony's house and went up into the kitchen and
This was 2 weeks ago.
yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. he's making oatmeal and he's doing a Wilford Brimley impression while he's making his oatmeal. And it was quite funny to me. It's what was funny, like on the news when they ran a little like snippet about him and everything, and they're like, you'd remember him from like Cocoon and Liberty Mutual commercials, and I'm like, I remember him from Cocoon, of course, but
Of course.
Quaker oatmeal commercials and they also said diabetes commercials.
Diabetes memes.
That's what they should have said, is if you're under the age of this, you'll recognize him from diabetes memes. If you're over the age of this, you probably remember him from actual acting.
Yeah, like if you're over the age of
69, dudes!
Nice.
Yeah. You know what I mean, and this sad but true. Sad but true.
Speaking of, happy birthday to James Hetfield. Anyway.
Hey, hey, yeah, a birthday, how? Yeah, no.
Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just singing in a mirror,
Yeah, well, because COVID.
Right. Anyway.
No, I unfortunately remember him a lot from the movie Hard Target with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Is that the one where he showed his ass?
I'm
I'm just making shit up.
No,
yeah.
I was like, it's probably Cocoon because they all got that was like full
Oh.
of skinny dipping old people.
That's true. There was that. Yeah. Oof.
He was like some Cajun, like he was his uncle or something, lived out in the bayou.
Sure. Because, it
Yeah.
makes sense. Van Damme does have a natural Cajun accent.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. And boy, if you want to talk mullets, that hard target.
Oh
mullet,
man, you aren't lying. That was
dude,
that was
that'll
a
get your dick hard.
that was a crafted thing of beauty.
That was a crafted thing of beauty.
Cascading waterfall of.
Whoever was the
Yeah.
hair designer for Hard Target, they should have got an Oscar.
Yeah, I agree. Costume
I know,
design. They went for costume design just for his mullet.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's some work.
But yeah, Hard Target's my Wilford Brimley movie that I
Yeah.
can really think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I know he was on. I feel like he was on some TV show where he played like the grandpa or something like that too for a while.
That's just because he's old and cranky. Brian.
No, I'm pretty sure he did, but
Oh.
But the thing I remember most from is seriously the Quaker oatmeal commercials, because I didn't see Cocoon until I was like a teenager,
Right.
and but I had grown up with him talking about with this old man trying to tell me that eating oatmeal was the right thing to do. So
I mean, and you'll have that.
So naturally, I grew up eating very little oatmeal. No.
You're like, fuck you, Wilfred.
Yeah.
No, shout out Wilford Brimley.
Yeah.
I mean, that mustache
Sure.
alone
Yeah. Yeah. So,
probably kept him alive, honestly.
yeah, probably. They should put that mustache in the Smithsonian,
They should. They should. Good luck carving it up off his face, though. It says he was an American actor and a singer. What did he sing?
Heavy metal. You don't remember? No? Yeah.
Musical interest, warm, rich voice,
He pl-
jazz band.
He replaced Ozzy in Sabbath for a very short time before Ronnie James Dio took over.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
You might find it shocking, an old cranky bastard that looks like that guy with that
Yeah.
mustache. He was apparently an accomplished harmonica player. Shocked.
No, that wasn't a harmonica. It was just him blowing wind through his mustache.
Epic.
Now that would be talent.
That would be talent.
You're like, oh, is that a harmonica? No, it's my mustache. Wow,
Yeah, right?
I'm a mustachian.
Oh, he apparently in 2011 was on the Late Late Show and did a live rendition of Old Susanna.
Oh, all right,
Wonder if that's on the YouTubes, I'll include it in the links.
all right. That's yeah. I didn't know he had that side to him.
Yeah, I had no idea either, right?
Mhm. I wish it was more along the lines of that he wrote, informational like rap about diabetes or something like that.
I mean, that would be dope.
Yeah.
If he did.
MC Beatus. Yeah.
Mick Beatus?
Mick Beatus. Yep. Basically,
Oh.
go to McDonald's.
Wow. Where's my phone? Because it's like half loaded,
Yeah.
and it looks like some sort of satanic Brimley picture.
Oh no. You know what? He's speaking to you from beyond the grave, Tony.
Apparently,
Shit.
it's. I'll add it to our Instagram story. Salty
Alright.
language on Instagram.
Yeah.
There you go. Just boom.
All right.
Yeah, it's interesting right there. Mm-hmm. There
Alright.
you go.
Well, speaking of weird musical choices.
Oh yeah,
Did you watch that video I sent you the link to?
I did watch that video.
Was that what you were? Okay, so what I'm referring to is I sent Tony a video because Corey Taylor of Slipknot and Stone Sour fame was like, hey, I got a solo album coming out. And I was like, oh, because I dig Corey Taylor. And then I watched this video for, I forgot the name of it now. Was it
CMNT. Wait, CMFT
Yeah.
must be stopped
Yeah.
because it's Corey motherfucking Taylor.
And it's weird because it looks like they had a lot of fun making the video, but tell me it didn't feel like something that should have came out in the 90s or early
Yeah,
aughts.
I mean, I wasn't terribly mad at it.
No, but it easily could have been a Kid Rock video
I mean, yeah, that's
song.
fair.
Yeah. I didn't love it either, like, so here's some things. So first of all, when I see the song, I'm like Corey Taylor's song with Kid Bookie, who I was not at all familiar with, and Tech and Nina, who I'm very familiar with. And I dig
Yeah.
Tech Nine. right?
Fuck yeah. I like this little like dance he was doing.
Right? And looking like, like with his like scarf and shit. Like, I don't know what was going on in that
It
video.
looked like
but
he's like straight out of Naruto or something.
yeah, that would have been cool if he's some Naruto running. Anyway, when Kid Bookie was rapping, did you get an Eminem vibe from him?
I'd have to re-listen to
Like,
it.
there's something about the way he rapped that felt very like Slim Shady album Eminem. And the other thing that just cracked me up, because I couldn't get it out of my head after I heard it, because I watched the video twice, and was that when Tech Nine was rapping, there was the one part where he's kind of just like, and he's like, ah, and I was like, dude, that reminds me of Criss Cross.
Really?
Like the one part where it's like, but they can't jump, and it was like, and when I played it again, I'm like, oh my God, that's all I can hear now. It's totally ruined Tech Nine's part for me.
Well, I'm definitely going to have to go back and re-listen to it now.
But yeah, I listened to the second song that he released too, called Black Eyes Blue or something like that, or Turn My Black Eyes Blue or something. And yeah, I'm not really digging it. I was like, I don't know, man. It just didn't do much for me.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'll listen to whatever he puts out, but I was like, it's interesting because, he already writes songs for Slipknot and Stone Sour. It's like, I kind of feel like maybe these are cutting room floor songs. like they don't fit either band, really,
Either that or maybe he was like, oh, I'm saving this song for my solo album. This is fucking sick.
And the one thing I did, like you said, I wasn't mad at the video or anything. It looked like they had fun. It's kind of him doing like his version of a brag track. Because, there's lines in there basically that are like, y'all said I wouldn't stick around, but here I am 20 years later, shit, So it's like.
Right.
And it's funny because I don't know who he's talking about. I don't remember really hearing anyone say he won't be around for very long. But
yeah, I haven't heard.
Because
if I'm
not mistaken, the first Slipknot stuff he released, people were like, Ermagerd, this is pretty, dope. So
you're like, holy shit, this guy seems legit as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hell, even if you didn't like Slipknot, I mean, you can't deny his chops.
Right.
He's a hell of a singer. But
yeah, exactly right.
I'm not sure I needed Corey Taylor rapping on this though. Like when he kind of goes into the rap stuff, I'm like, is he doing rap rock? Like that? He knows that died a long time ago, right? Like
maybe he's trying to bring it back.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, all right. Anyway,
yeah.
I was just blown away more so because I was like, wow, this is not at all what I expected.
No, when you're like, hey, you should watch this, I saw it's Corey Taylor. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Right. You notice how I gave you zero commentary on it.
Yeah, for sure.
I was just like, hey, you should check this out because it's weird. Well, no, I didn't say weird. I just said
you just said we should watch this before the next show. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And I did. And I kind of had the same thoughts. I was like, this is not what I was expecting.
Right.
I'm not terribly mad at it.
No.
I like all the cameos throughout the video,
too. There is a ton of cameos in it, for sure.
Yeah. But I was a little, it wasn't what I was expecting. But to be fair, when I first became familiar with Corey Taylor, it was pure Slipknot.
Yeah.
And then Stone Sour came out, and that's definitely a different sound.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard like Corey Taylor acoustic stuff, and I'm like, man, this guy can fucking sing.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah,
like,
anyone out there, if you like Corey
I'm
Taylor,
just like, I'm open to it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'll listen to the album when it comes out for sure. I was just kind of like, all right. What's weird to me, like I get why he's leading with this song though. Like I get it because of the kind of track it is and stuff. And I think, for the kind of personality he is and stuff, I think, he's probably just going to really have some fun with the album and stuff. But I mean, like I said, the biggest thing that surprised me was the whole, Kid Bookie and Tech Nine on there.
I mean,
like,
I dig the Tekanina.
I did not expect him to full on pull rap into it. So I was cool with it. I just, but it was weird. Like I said, it was just something that felt very familiar about both of the rap parts to me and, whatever. But anyway, So I'll have the link to that in the show notes. So definitely go check that out because it's something.
Yeah, it's definitely something.
And it is fun, like looking at the cameos, like seeing who all he got for it. You know, so there's wrestlers in there, of course, because he's a big wrestling fan, and also there's the crossover with like Jericho's in it. You know, and Jericho is a air quote musician or singer, and you know, so there's that crossover in that aspect as well. So, you know, and then of course a bunch of, you know, metal and rock musicians and singers and stuff.
Yeah, some of them I was thrown off by. I was like, that was baby metal.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There were a couple I didn't know who it was. So, but most of them I knew who they were. There was just a couple I wasn't real sure on, so I had to kind of look them up.
But I mean, all in all, I guess I'm not mad at it. Although you nailed it when you said this is something that like it should have been a track off of like Kid Rock, American Badass.
Yes.
Yeah, you're 100% correct in that.
Yeah, it really has that vibe to it. Again, I ain't mad at it, but it was just something that's very like, I think one of the things I did afterwards was or when I watched the video, it was on YouTube, and there were a couple reaction videos over to the side, and I was like, oh, I'm going to watch these because I'm curious how other people react to them. And the two that I watched were both like, okay, I didn't expect this, but all right.
Right.
You know, like I think one guy was like, at least it's not like a full country album or something. And I'm thinking, I don't know, Corey Taylor probably sing the hell out of a country album. You know,
Probably could.
I'm not going to lie. I'd still listen to it. Like when Beck did his country album, I still was like, well, I'm going to listen to it. So I dig Beck.
I mean, it was funny. When I heard that acoustic Corey Taylor, you know, Michelle and I were in the car together. And she's
So
like,
good.
Who is this? She's like, who is this? I'm like, it's Corey Taylor. She's like, who? Like, lead singer of Slipknot. She went, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God. I did a huge rabbit hole one day where I started watching some of the acoustic stuff, and then I started watching basically all of the acoustic stuff. And then there's other ones where it's just him from his, like when he did the acoustic shows, and he was also, like, you know, he tells stories to the crowd in between songs and stuff. And, you know, those are fun. Some of the videos are great, like where he's just like, there's some of them where he's just like, what do you guys want to hear kind of a thing. And people would yell out songs, and there was some where he'd start playing them and he'd play partway through and be like, I don't know any more of it.
Now, see, I'm not a regular radio listener per se.
Right.
But on Sundays, going local here, kids, I'm sorry.
Woo.
On Sundays from like 11 to 1, I think, on 89X, which is our like station out of Canada we can pick up here in Toledo.
Yeah, Detroit, Windsor, I think is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it's like called the 89X acoustic brunch or something, and it's all acoustic rock.
Oh,
and a lot of times you hear shit you never hear.
Yeah.
So I really dig listening to that for,
Right.
you know,
I'll tell you,
get to hear some cool stuff.
Another guy, if you ever want to take an acoustic dive on, is oh shit, I can't think of his last name. The singer from Stained, Aaron. Was it? I don't remember his last name, but anyways, him. Dude, that dude can fucking sing.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
nice.
And there's a lot of cover stuff and things that he's done, and it's. I was like, wow, I didn't know this dude had, you know, this in him, because you know I'm used to like the Stained sound.
Right.
You know, but he can just straight out sing pretty much anything someone threw at him. So that was a good listen also.
Oh, you know what was cool this weekend? I don't know if you know, XM listeners, like I have it in my car, you know.
Yeah. I think it's
which
like,
allows me
oh no, it's
to have it on my
Sirius that's
phone.
free right now. I don't know if XM is. But...
Well, they own each other
Yeah.
or whatever. Sirius owns XM. It should all
Yeah.
be free then. But whatever. But there's a station under called Turbo.
Yeah.
And it's basically the station of our generation.
Oh, I thought
It's
it was
like-
about American Gladiators.
That would be sick. But it's like 90s and 2000s hard rock.
Okay.
You know, so it's like our jams right there.
Sure.
And all weekend they were doing a virtual festival,
Mhm.
which I kind of dug, but at the same time I kind of didn't. So they would have people like Skype in, like they had LeJon from Seven Dust.
Right.
You know, that was one of the ones I listened to. And they just talk about like, you know, oh hey, you know, how's it like playing with these guys? And then like say they're talking about Metallica, for instance.
Yeah.
And then they'll do like a mini set live of Metallica.
Okay.
So all weekend they're just playing live music.
Oh, okay.
So it was supposed to be
Interesting.
like you're at a festival. So it'd be like, and it was kind of weird because it'd be like up next on the side stage, and it'd be like a live orgy track or something.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool to hear all these live cuts.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Because, I mean, that's,
I appreciate the effort behind it. Like
the only thing I didn't like is they kind of pumped in like crowd music. So,
yeah.
it's like because some of the tracks, like one of them was, you remember I used to have that Family Values Tour CD?
Mm-hmm.
It was all live music from obviously the Family Values Tour.
Right.
Well, they're playing tracks that I've listened to hundreds of times because I had the album.
Yeah.
And all you hear is like, I know they're trying to just make it like you're there at a festival.
Yeah.
Which I could do without that, but I still dug hearing all the cool live music.
You're like, can you just get to the music though? Like,
well, I mean, even like through the song, they would kind of dial it down. So
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it was still kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like I said, I appreciate the effort on that. It's like, hey, there's no concerts.
Concerts aren't happening. It made me miss concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only things going on are the virtual shows and stuff that, various bands are putting on.
Yeah, which is okay, but it's not the same vibe.
Not even remotely close to the same.
Oh, let's go to the drive-in and fucking watch a concert.
Yeah.
And not unless I'm out there, like punching some 12-year-old in the face because we're in the pit.
That'd be all right. I saw Bert Kreischer did a series of shows that way.
And that's actually what he's doing, I think, is cool.
Yeah.
Because he actually goes to the drive-in theater, puts up a stage, and then what they're filming, they project on the screen.
Yeah.
I like what he's doing. I don't like the fact that, like they did it at our local drive-in theater.
Mm-hmm.
They had a Garth Brooks concert. Tickets were $100 a car.
Yeah, right?
And then how many different drive-in theaters is getting beamed to? It's not the same. If Garth Brooks was there, that's different.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you on that. Because otherwise it'd be like, well, if I go to a movie, like if they like filmed a concert of his, put it in a movie theater, it's like, okay, this is going to be $10-15 tops.
Yeah, like I went and saw Metallica's S&M 2 in the theaters. Same experience. I paid theater prices.
Right. Yeah, you're right. But with Bert, he's actually at
He's
the
actually
thing.
there.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of cool. Plus, I mean, I imagine down the road there'll be like a cut together special made out of it, I would think. Because, boy, they're missing out if they don't. You know?
For sure.
Why wouldn't you do something like that?
I mean, I kind of, when I saw he was doing that, I was looking to see where he was. I think he was in Columbus. It was the closest to us.
Yeah, I think
so. I was kind of thinking like, oh, it would be cool if he went to the Sundance Kid. I'd go out there.
Yeah, right? Or somewhere closer than Columbus. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, right?
It would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. But, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I know, because he said on their podcast that, he still made money on it, too. Like, he didn't make what he would normally make because there's a lot more involved in, safety and all that kind of stuff. But, and then, like, Chappelle is doing a thing where there's, like, this outdoor venue Chappelle's been doing. And, like, people, everybody who comes can get a COVID test.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So, you can get a COVID test and a comedy show and whatever, and it's all social distanced and everything because it's outside and whatever. So I appreciate places trying to come up with stuff like that. What bugs me a little bit is I keep seeing there's different comedians that I've seen doing like indoor shows, and it's like, this seems like such a bad idea.
I mean, I know I can't wait for COVID to be over, Brian.
Yeah, I think we're all in that boat, like can we
I'm normally a personal bubble. Like I need my zone of protection.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah.
Once COVID's over, if I go to a concert, everyone's getting dry humps.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everyone.
Right.
You're not safe, Brian. Just letting you know.
You said everyone, so I understand.
I'm just like, it's just, God, it's so weird this year.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, I miss all that kind of shit too. It's why when there's new kind of approaches to music or comedy or whatever, it's kind of nice because it's like, oh, hey, this is, so we can still get a little taste of this kind of stuff, but
yeah,
what are you gonna do? You know, I mean, that's why
I mean,
Taylor
that-
Swift dropped her new album for us, you know?
Oh, I didn't even notice. Did she?
How did you not notice? I figured it was
mean-
just auto-downloaded for you.
I mean,
Not a
you know,
Swiftie? Oh,
Just saying.
Tony. Haters gonna hate.
I mean, that's the reason, you know, I go to patios
Yeah.
because it feels like it feels kind of like normal life,
Yeah, right?
you know, just
And-
barely.
And I have seen there's places doing outdoor music that way too. Like Heno and his band actually did an outdoor gig at a place. You know.
You know what? I've
So-
never thought to look to see if there's bands jamming outdoors in our area.
Yeah,
'Cause I really miss live music.
I'm trying to think where it was that I saw. I don't remember. It won't matter. No one listening gives a shit. But you know, there
I
was
give
some.
a shit.
There was one or two places local that I saw, like, you know, live music returns kind of a thing. So
Yeah, it's just so fucked up.
just
man.
I'm still like I don't want to go to something like that because I'm afraid that's gonna, like, people will stay and, you know, like I want to find places that aren't full to go to.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly it. Every time we decide to go eat somewhere that has a patio,
yeah,
we pull up, we look at the patio.
right.
Oh, there's like no one out there. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I've eaten inside of a place once. It was a Wendy's with my brother, and we were the only people in there. Like when because you know, for those who don't know, my brother wears hearing aids, so it's hard for him to hear going through the drive-through.
Right.
So he likes to go in and get so that was the intention when we went inside. You know, the girl was like, "Is this for here to go?" And he's like, "We can eat in here." And she goes, "Yeah." And he was like, and he looked at me and he's like, "Oh, we'll eat here then," because he looked around and was like, "There's no one in here." So we were like, "Okay, even if someone comes in here, there's plenty of space." So
yeah, unless they're assholes.
yeah, you know, and we had I mean, you know, when we weren't eating, we, you know, had our masks on and everything. And then, you know, as soon as we got in the car, we, you know, basically bathed in sanitizer and
Like you do.
like you do. So, you know, I got, when I donated blood, I got the antibodies test done and that came back negative. So apparently I haven't had.
Well, I mean, it's good you
Or
haven't
didn't
had
then.
it, but at the same time, it wouldn't be great to find out you had it and you just had no like symptoms, and
Listen,
you're like, oh, cool, I'm good now.
If you knew you got an immunity from it, yes, you know,
Yeah.
but we don't, that doesn't seem to hold right now. So
Yeah, that's true as well.
otherwise, yeah, I would totally be like, oh, good. You know, kind of like once you have chicken pox, you know, you're like, whatever, I've had it. Now I don't have to worry about it until I'm a little older and I get shingles, you know?
Yeah, it would be great. Is once you get it, then you're just done.
Yeah. Yeah. Stupid virus.
Ugh.
What a jerk. So you know what else is a jerk?
I can think of about 8,000
Yeah.
different things to insert here, but
Have
what do you got?
Have you ever sat on a toilet seat and it broke?
I mean, it's been a long time.
All
yeah.
right. So I did a couple days ago, you know?
There's nothing worse than that crunch, then you're like
Oh.
sliding around on the porcelain.
Yeah. Well, the worst part was it cracked. Like it cracked clean through, right? And then because it slid, it pinched the shit out of my leg.
Oh, that's brutal.
And I was like, yeah, you know, so, yeah. And the worst part was, so that night, you know, head over to Target, get a new toilet seat, go to
Yeah.
put it in, and I'm looking and going, I don't know what the fuck tool I need to put this on, because it wasn't, you know, most of them are just like a twist, or you could use, you know, just a wrench or a screwdriver or something like that.
Yeah.
The ones that were on there had this weird other thing like over it, and I could not figure out how to get it off of there. Like,
That's bizarre.
and also where it's at, you know, me and my big meaty hands, it's hard to get in there, you know. So my former brother-in-law was over the next day because he was doing something with the sink, you know, fixing our sink at the
Like, hey,
same time.
motherfucker.
And I did. That's what I told my mom. I was like, hey, when he's here, I was like, see if he can, because he's the one that put that toilet seat on. So it's like, see if he can.
Clearly, it's his fault then.
Yeah. So, and I guess what it is, you basically got to take a pair of pliers while you take a screwdriver on top and you basically work in opposite fashion to.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't just like a you know a twist on kind of nut kind of thing. It was some weird piece. So, I mean, it
Now, here's
worked.
a question for you.
But
Slow close toilet seat?
No, unfortunately.
Oh.
No.
I've been slow closed so long that when I go somewhere that doesn't have
Clang!
one, it's like bang! I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What's funny to me is it's like, as a larger gentleman, we've jokingly amongst our friends had the term fat kid friendly for a long time,
True.
and that would generally mean, is this chair going to hold me? Kind of a thing, And as a fat dude, that's always a fear, is when you look at some rickety ass chair or something and you're like, I don't know, man. Like, I can't remember where it was we used to go. Do you remember, like, me and T would always, like, kind of give the chairs a little wiggle and, like, I don't know.
I don't remember where that was at, but I do remember you guys doing that.
Yeah, and we did it for that reason, because it's like, both of us, three
skeptical eyes.
Oh, for sure. Because the last thing you want to do is crash through a chair like that, If I'm going to crash through a chair, I want it to be via elbow drop or something.
Well, fuck yeah, TLC match.
Right. So, it's always one of those things, and it's like, this could have happened. I could have just kept it to myself, but I was like, nah, this was funny. It made me laugh a little bit because, again, as a fat person, you're just like, nothing makes you feel fatter, no matter your size, I assume, than just breaking through a chair or something or a toilet seat or whatever. You're just like, wow, really? All right.
I mean, I was hopping into my Jeep the other day and completely ripped the asshole out of my shorts.
I've done that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, huh, that sucks. I like those shorts.
Yeah, right. Oh, well, yeah. It's just funny because it's, I know it can happen, especially when you think about, like they have those tabs toward the front of the seat and there's nothing in the middle supporting it. So from like a physics perspective, like you're pushing weight into that middle part. So I'm actually surprised they last as long as they do. I'm surprised there isn't like something else there to kind of brace them a little better. But anyway.
Ryan, you should go engineer a perfect toilet seat.
I should. You're right.
One, slow close.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you. I prefer a slow close anyway because, you don't want, like, in the event that you don't get it pushed all the way back and you're pissing, you don't want it to just come clanging down,
Yeah, I know, right?
At least if it's slow close, you might be able to pinch it off before it gets there, like.
It's true.
Otherwise, it's like, listen, if I come to your house and you don't have a slow close toilet seat, I might just piss all over your toilet. That's on you, not me.
Exactly. Everyone will know you don't have a slow close because it'll go slamming shut when I try to close it.
Yeah. Just picture next time you're in the bathroom and you're bang. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm in there like just Shaq dunking on it.
Yeah. Wow. That'd be funny. Oh man. So I tried really hard to get all the way through Avatar before we recorded tonight.
It's funny because we're very deep into season 3.
Okay, me too. I just finished episode 18 before we jumped on, so I've got
you're ahead of me then.
3 or 4 episodes, and I'm done with it. So
yeah, you're ahead of me. We're like we just got done watching basically where Zuko's like, "Hey guys, so I hear you're looking for a firebender."
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
And like the episode ended, and Michelle's like, "So can we watch another one?" And
Nope.
I'm like, "No, I gotta go."
Right.
Yep.
So part of the reason I wanted to bring this up, I'm not going to really talk about the show because I'll wait until I'm finished with it, and then we can talk about it a little more that way. But I got this one email that I get that talks about like comic book world stuff. Right. The email I got today mentions apparently that I didn't know this. There's a Dark Horse series. There's like 3 volumes of it, and it continues the story after the end.
Oh, really?
And from what I didn't read anything Spurler like because I'm reading it real careful, right? Because I'm like, I don't.
You don't want to spoil it.
I'm right at the end, right? Like I certainly don't want it spoiled now because nothing has been spoiled for me all the way through this.
Yeah.
So with 4 episodes left, I certainly don't want it to be spoiled. Even though I will say real quick, did I call it or did I call it from season 1? I nailed it pretty well. But anyway, from the reviews of it look really good. Like, and because I think the original creators are sort of involved with it. But there's also another series that's what is it? It's Rise of, what was the one Avatar? The ground, or the earth bender. Kyosha?
Oh, the lady?
Kyoshi? Yeah, I don't remember.
From the island of the freaking warrior women?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, Kyoshi. It's called Rise of Kyoshi, and then there's a second volume that are they're written by someone else, but then they're also like in the credits for it here. One of the creators, Michael Dante DiMartino. He's one of the creators of the show. He like consulted on it, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, and I those again, the reviews on those are really good too. So I'm like, well, because I know obviously Legend of Korra, which I read today, is supposed to be in Netflix very soon. So
yes, it is supposed to be in there soon,
which is awesome because I'm just about done with Avatar, so I can walk right into Legend of Korra. But
now,
then these books too, and I was like, ooh, neat, more to consume.
More content.
Well, because I told you before, I was like, I'm kind of sad that I'm basically at the end. I'm right here at it.
Now, since I know you've seen the episode,
mm-hmm.
the episode where basically Aang is having I'm not sleeping, so he's having hallucinations.
Yeah.
How badly do you want a Samurai Momo and Appa figure?
Oh, dude. When I saw that, I'm like, that's like Funko Pop like exclusives waiting to happen right there.
Those are pretty dope, aren't they?
Yeah. So, because I actually was looking up the Pops the other day, and I saw that they're re-releasing the original, like the regular edition ones. Like, there's a couple.
I'm not surprised because everyone's jerking off about Avatar.
Well,
right now.
it's the 15th anniversary, also. Plus Netflix has got that live action one coming out. At some point. So, there's a lot of hype, like you were saying. But and I saw they announced that there's going to be like a new Zuko with glow in the dark stuff, like around his hand. I'm not going to go more into that because it might be a spoiler. Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, so I was like, oh, I might try to grab one of those once I find out where it's from. My guess it'll be Hot Topic because I think most of the exclusives have been Hot Topic.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I missed it the other day. They had Aang when he's on. You know how he makes like the ball of air that he kind of rides around on?
Zips around on.
Yeah, Hot Topic had an exclusive of that, and they sold out forever ago, well before I knew what the hell this was. And the other day they had them back up, but they were sold out before I could grab one. So,
well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you never know. They might put them back up at some point, though. So
they might. Oop, shit, my headphones.
But yeah.
Well, I am. I'm glad you're enjoying the program there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it really is a hell of a show.
Yes. Oh, and real quick update. Got my Scaramouche Samurai Jack pop in this week in great shape, which is extra awesome because apparently a lot of people who tried to order that day or did order that day have gotten like, hey, we're kind of really backed up with shipping and it might be a long delay kind of thing. I got mine like right away. So.
Well, because they recognize you as the Funko Pop, professional that you are.
Yeah. I was just happy. I was just so happy I got it because, like I said, they've made 3 Samurai Jack Pops and I have all of them. So I'm quite happy about that.
Quite nice.
And at some point I'll probably buy the Cabbages guy from Avatar.
I mean, cabbages.
Oh, dude, I got to say this. One thing about one of the episodes I just watched, and I love that they've done this in different seasons or different parts of the seasons where they'll kind of get heavy for a while and then they'll tuck like just a really fun episode kind of in, And I just watched the one where they go to the play that's about them.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I loved like the one line, like when they're talking about how this guy traveled the world getting info about them. You know, and it's like he talked to like, you know, prisoners of war and this, and they're like, and a man with extensive knowledge of cabbages. So I said, you gotta, there's some stuff in there that you have to be careful or you miss, you know, sometimes. Again, like Momo, a lot of times the way he's posed, or like there's one of them, again, there's just this scene that happens and he fell asleep and he's just face planted. Kind of a thing, and you know that's just how he's sleeping, and it's just a funny thing. But they don't draw any attention to it; it's just in the scene, you know.
Right.
So it's one of those that at some point I'll probably watch the series again, and when I do, I'll pay more attention to stuff like that because I'm wondering if I missed stuff along the way.
I mean, you might have. They definitely has a bunch of callbacks for the whole series.
Yeah,
and I like it because there's a lot of. I'm not going to say adult humor, but there's a lot of just jokes written in. I don't know. The writing's so
it is.
crack on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one other thing. Like that episode where at the play, the voice casting of them was really good too.
Oh, right.
Like I didn't realize. Like I was looking up to see who played the play versions of them. You know, and like Aang is Rachel Dratch. You know, there was Debbie Downer on Saturday Night Live and a whole bunch of things.
Right.
She's Aang, and John DiMaggio is Toph.
Nice.
You know, so all the characters or all the actors that they got for the play ones are like well-known voice actors like Tara Strong and what's her name? Carlisle Gray, I think, or Carlisle Forrester, I think it is now, and Scott is it Melville or something like that? Anyway, but they're all pretty well known, like, voice actors for, you know, various cartoons and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool that they kind of got like an all-star cast to be the actors in the
cool.
thing. Yeah, I just thought there's a little kind of a meta thing to that I thought was kind of funny. So, anyway, enough of that. So, I got something else here that we've talked about at length.
Oh, shit. We'll bring it on.
Well, you see, they announced the Season 5 patch for COD.
I know it's coming because I've been trying to, it's been double XP'd all weekend for the next couple days. I've been trying to grind it out because I'm real close to maxing out during this season.
Oh, you better hurry. I think it's really soon.
Yeah, it's a couple days away.
Yeah, it's like the next one is going to be this is weird because it's going to be like 36 gigs, which is fairly close to normal for their whatever.
Anytime there's a new update coming, it's like, whatever, bend over. My hard drive's going to accept whatever you give it.
Here's the weird part, though, because apparently it's also going to shrink the overall file size. But in order to do that, it needs it needs 90 gigs of space. Because I think what it's going to do essentially is download the whole new version and then delete the old version.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm like,
okay.
I don't know if I have that much space.
I mean, I bought a big ass hard drive just as an extension, so I got it.
Yeah, I'll have to look. I mean, it's not a big deal because I've probably got some game or two I can delete that'd free it up. You know, once it's done, you won't need that space again from what they said, but their goal was to also shrink the overall size of the file.
So, Brian.
Yeah.
When you come over and update the PlayStation.
Yeah, I think I should, because then we can actually play.
Yeah, right. So. I've got all kinds of cool shit unlocked now.
I don't, for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I got the anti-material sniper rifle unlocked that has explosive and thermite rounds.
Well, I guess there's I can't remember which one it is. They're bringing back a classic sniper rifle that people are pretty excited about or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't read a lot about the sniper stuff because it's not my strength. So
I mean, I like it, but I don't read it. With Call of Duty shit, I don't pretty much pay attention to it online because everyone just jacks off online about Call of Duty, and I don't care.
That's pretty accurate.
I enjoy playing it.
And jacking off about it.
I don't need to know what your loadout is or whatever.
I mean, you kind of do.
I like making my own shit.
Shoot me that loadout.
Yeah, baby. Wait.
Wait.
Oh, Brian,
Yes, sir.
I've now moved on to some scotch.
Oh, all right. I'm still. I've taken a little longer with the second beer.
Just to let you know.
Because I don't
just
have
want to update you on
I
the
do
situation.
I do have some whiskey sitting over there. I mean, I could move into some whiskey, but
Whiskey Roundtable. It's going to happen.
yeah.
And the people who know about it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
You all know what I'm talking about.
and one other video game thing that was caught my eye this week, which was I saw on Reddit and a couple other places that apparently there's like rumors going around for GTA that there's going to be a big update soon.
What would that possibly be?
Well, the rumor is that they might open up another chunk of map and have like
Really?
all new stuff. Yeah. Which makes sense because it's been a while since they dropped the casino
Right.
thing, and there's a lot. I feel like they're going to have to keep doing that if they're going to keep people playing, and they're not planning a new Grand Theft Auto currently. Like for the next gen, they've already talked about how,
Yeah, they're just going to make like Grand Theft Auto for the next gen. The
Yeah.
same one.
for now, yeah. So it's like, so they're going to have to probably throw another something out there. And the rumor is that like they might bring. Oh shit! What was the map called with Nico in? What was that? 3 or 4? I don't remember what he was in.
Oh, the city he was in or
Yeah,
whatever? I don't remember.
because I know that's not Vice City. Because
No, Vice City was like Miami.
Yeah, and it's not
Nico was basically like the New York of the Rockstar world.
Liberty City.
Liberty City. That's it.
And anyway, but that's the rumor, is that they're going to unlock like his area, and that he actually might be involved in like quests and stuff. Again, grain of salt, because rumors are rumors, but
Right.
it would make a lot of sense, because I guess they just dropped a pretty good size update for Red Dead.
Yeah,
So-
I just had a commercial for that on my YouTube video I was watching. It's like The Naturalist, all these weird
Yeah.
animals and shit.
Right. Yeah, I think it's where you make sexy with the animals, probably.
Yeah, it's about time.
I mean, times were different then,
Times were
No.
definitely different.
But I when I was kind of reading that, I was like, oh, that'd be cool, because, you kind of bring some new content to the game and stuff that's not just, here's some new clothes or an occasional new car or something like that,
Yeah, a new map would be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Or at least if they give like some more, it'd be nice to have some more like interactive buildings and stuff, kind of like the casino where you could do things in them.
Yeah, I agree.
It would be kind of neat, but we'll see.
I mean, I know it's basically the entire city of Los Angeles mapped out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, asking to go into every building, it seems like much.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Right.
But I'm not a huge Warzone player in Call of Duty, but I do like playing some Ground War every once in a while, which gives you big maps.
Yeah.
In almost every building you can run into,
Yeah.
which is insane.
Right. Remember, Battlefield was like that too. You could run into a lot of the buildings when we
Yeah.
would play that. So I'm the same way. Well, it's like in GTA. There's the one bank. You can go through the whole bank. Like any
Right.
time of day, you can run through this bank, but you can't. And the reason you can is because there's a bank heist. So
Yeah.
and it's like, but you can't do anything when you're in there. You just run around. It's like, it'd be nice. It was kind of like, in the old ones where like you could go in the restaurants, but it was like you didn't do anything in there. I was like,
Right.
I wish there was something, at least in like the last one, they had like bowling and stuff, and they have darts and arm wrestling and
Yeah.
pool. Wait, no, not pool. What is it? There's another game too.
Darts, arm wrestling.
I feel like there's a third game, isn't there?
I feel like there's a third game too.
There's golf and tennis also.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you can't play tennis like in the thing. I think you can only play tennis when you're playing like in the normal online modes. Like you can't do it in like the solo one. You can't play against like a computer tennis player or something yet, or you actually have to have another person. But anyway.
Well, I mean, if they open up another huge chunk of map, that would be interesting.
Yeah. And that'd probably bring a lot of people back.
Is it something you have to drive to, or you have to like go to the airport and catch a flight?
there's that too, because that was. I mean,
because if it's supposed to be like to New York,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to fly there.
right?
You know,
Yeah,
it may like kind of like in Skyrim, one of the expansions they added this island. The only way to get there is you go to one city that has like a shipping port.
Oh,
you can
right.
catch a ship,
yeah,
go to this island. You know?
yeah. That's what like Diablo 3 has that too. There's one part in the story where you have to go to a certain thing, and you have to go to like a dock and get on a boat to like it does it. It skips. You don't actually.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat.
You don't actually go through the boat trip. As soon as you get on, it's just like poof, you're here. But still,
What the fuck? There is a cat down here going insane.
well, that's what happens, man.
Well, there's one cat. She'll drop the worst shit ever, and then she takes off like an action movie.
That's fair,
Like it's going to explode behind her.
right?
I kind of feel like that's what just happened.
Probably,
I'll know in probably 5 minutes once the cloud hits me.
right? Oh man. So I got one last thing here,
What you got?
which was, did you see that The Rock and his business partner, which I believe is his ex-wife, and an investor bought the XFL today for $15 million.
I saw that actually.
And I was like, I think that's a smart move. I think. First of all, $15 million
Do you think
bucks.
The Rock
is cheap.
can get the XFL off the ground?
Well, I think if it wouldn't have been for COVID, I think they would have done okay. Because they had a
fair
bunch
enough.
of money. Like Vince McMahon put like $200 million up for this, and COVID just screwed them. Because they
Yeah.
weren't going to be able to run games and everything. What was weird was they just immediately were like, "All right, well, we're done. We're wrapping it up." But for $15 million for what it is and stuff, it's like that seems like a. I know it's $15 million, but
It's a lot of money.
it is. But it also isn't for what it
Well,
is.
For The Rock, it's not.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's like for a pro sports league. I mean, we'll see. But they already have a lot of stuff in place. So, and they've already talked like they're going to plan for next year, which good luck. Cuz
I know.
I just don't I
don't think COVID's going anywhere.
yeah, even if it does, I still think it's going to be a tough, there's still going to be logistical things I think we're dealing with for a while, So anyway, but I thought it was kind of a, like I said, it felt like it was essentially a lower risk move. And, The Rock used to play football. He loves football, and they'll probably try to bring some of the, people involved back that were at the higher up parts, to try to really like run this like a legit league, not just and Vince was like this time they were running it like a legit league, and they had a couple rules that were cool, and the ratings were doing pretty well. The merch sales were good. The crowds were pretty decent. Although I did read that was it ESPN and Fox, I think, that had the rights to the TV stuff. They want to renegotiate their deals, which I can understand because they were probably like, hey, we paid a lot of money last time. And, Vince just, walked away from it, basically. So
Right.
we were just out this money. So there's probably, it wouldn't surprise me if there's like contingencies and various other stuff in there to where maybe they renegotiate for better deals for them, But we'll see. I just thought it was kind of a neat move because I knew it was supposed to go up for sale soon, and I knew it was going to sell. I was like, somebody's probably going to pick it up because it had life. Like, it has a chance. But
Yeah, I mean, I think the second outing of it or whatever was better than the original.
yeah, I mean, the only
When
thing
they're
that
trying to add,
sucks
like,
is
wrestling storylines and shit into it.
right? Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that sucked about it was the the level of play is not NFL for sure. It's
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, but what are you going to do?
exactly. Well, and it's new. Every year you're going to have crops of college guys coming out that don't make the NFL. You're going to have guys from the NFL that maybe get suspended or kicked out or what. Maybe this becomes a second chance situation or
Right.
whatever. So we'll see. I just thought it was kind of. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm kind of glad that it at least is going to get a shot at it. Well, now a third life, I guess. But
Yeah, right.
Because I didn't, COVID really fucked it as far as getting a fair shake this time.
I mean, COVID fucked a lot of things.
Yeah, because they didn't even get one full season out. They got part of a
Right.
season and then had to shut down. So,
Yeah.
then that was
I
the
mean,
end
I
of it.
think they had
69, dudes!
like games planned or something.
Probably. Yeah. All right, so there you go. That's all I got. You got some things, or?
We're good.
All right.
Like I had the Rock thing pulled up. I had a couple other things, but I realized I don't want to talk about them anymore. Well, involved Jake Paul. Fuck that guy. So whatever.
No, yeah, indeed. That's all you need to say about him, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm with you on that. Then you go right to hell.
Right to hell.
Yeah.
So much hell.
Mm-hmm. Really quick, did you see? Like Major League Baseball's only got like a week and a half of games gone by, and there's already one team with like 15 COVID cases, and looks like the Cardinals are starting to see some numbers creeping up. And
I mean,
the commissioner a couple days, it was yesterday I think it was kind of like, if we don't get in control of this soon, we're shutting it down. And I'm like, yep.
I mean, I'm not surprised because I've been kind of craving a little sports action, so I did a little subscription there to ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
It's like $5 a month.
Sure.
And you can watch baseball, UFC. You can watch a lot of shit.
Yep.
So I've been kind of kicking on some baseball every now and then, and some UFC, and unfortunately, I'm not terribly surprised.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And
that's the thing is, it's like, when you see other sports like basketball just got underway, so I'm curious to see how that goes. And
like hockey's coming up.
Hockey just started, yeah. And,
Yeah.
Football's a ways off still, but, well, I guess it's really not. It's August, so it's not that far off. But
it's not that far away, yeah. I think it's going to be a shit show.
I do too. I have a feeling that most of them are going to get like a few weeks and then it'll, be like, we got to shut her down,
Yeah, it's just...
because it's just probably the smart move anyway, but whatever.
I
can't let that money sit out there.
Once again, I can't wait for this to all be just done and over with.
Yeah.
I want real life again, Brian.
I know, right? I know. We all do. It's just so frustrating,
I had a feeling it was going to be a weird year.
Yeah. Weird is an understatement. Yeah.
It is so fucked up, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
We were just talking about life getting back to normal, but.
Oh, yeah. Normal would be cool.
Yeah. But.
Yeah, I'm just done with this whole shit year.
Yeah, me too.
I know,
I got a birthday next month, and then, that's it after that. I'm just going to throw the calendar in the trash after that.
It's just a wash.
Yeah. So feel free to send me gifts to brighten my year. No. Yeah. So, all right. Well, you want to move into Q the W then?
Let's move into QW, my friend.
Alrighty, because I didn't realize we're
now,
actually running a little
I
long
have
already.
to say, somehow, some way, I don't even know what happened. But our pal Big Dev.
Yeah.
Big Devry of the Shot of History podcast.
Yeah.
His answer to QW was not, for some reason, visible to me. I don't know if it's some sort of shitty Facebook thing.
It's because you didn't look.
I don't know what happened. And I feel bad, because that's like my dude.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I have his answer from the last week's 10 tons of Jell-O at any point in history.
Okay.
So he says, elaborate answer. Since 10 tons of Jell-O would only take up 6.5 feet by 6.5 feet by 6.5 feet, I did the math. Dropping all of it at once would not do much aside from make a sticky mess. If there was a way to make thousands, 320,000 to be exact, of one ounce cryogenic Jell-O darts drop from a height where terminal velocity could be reached, I would drop them on the German forces at the Battle of Somme during World War I to kill Hitler. He was actually wounded in action during that battle. The Jell-O darts would finish him off. Funny answer. That bitch Carol Baskins. Spirited question answer. I would go with January 10th, 49, BC, the Rubicon. Stop Caesar from beginning the downfall of Rome with a 10-ton Jello shot from the gods.
I'm just picturing Dev in his toga, just winging a lightning bolt of Jello.
Yeah, just a Jello jiggler and a lightning bolt shape.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So
Smiting
I don't know,
motherfuckers.
Dev, I don't know what happened because I do comb Facebook looking for these answers because sometimes I share it, other people share it. I got to track down all these damn branches of the fucking Q to W.
True.
I don't know why that wasn't there last week.
I don't know.
Besides that, I think Facebook just sucks because they go, oh, you want to look at the most relevant? Yeah, the most relevant should be my dude Dev.
I agree.
Because he's my dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I hate how they hide responses because of that stupid most relevant thing. Like, I don't know how many times where I'll see it'll say like 5 responses, and when I look, I'm like, there's only 3 here, and they'll be like, oh, it's because it's only showing air quote the most relevant, so it buries
so
2 people's responses. It's like, what the fuck is that? You know,
It's bullshit is what
it is. I agree.
All right. So, what we asked for last week's QW is, excuse me. Okay, now where can I not find it?
I don't know, but that sentence did not make a lot of sense.
There it is. I got it. Says, pick a movie. You pick one actor to stay human, the rest replaced by Muppets. What movie, what actor do you pick?
Mm-hmm.
Face page. We've got no comments.
Oh.
Sorry I hurt your feelings, Dev. But I did pull up the Instagram, and guess what? We've got 3 comments on the Instagram.
Okay, good. You sure we had
And Podman Big Dave. Big Dev. Big Dave.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Pogman Big Dave, yeah. It's
That's his brother.
yeah, Big Dave.
Oh, Al, shit, look at this. This is a callback to the beginning of the show. Val Kilmer is the only human actor in Wonderland.
That's a way different movie now.
A way different movie.
Way
It's
different
still going to
movie.
be an amazing movie, though.
Yeah.
That was our pal Dev.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Pierce, former enthusiast guest.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, all 3 of our answers are former enthusiasts and probably future guests again.
No, I mean.
But the lovely and talented Casey Pierce.
Yeah.
Aliens. And the only human is Bill Paxton. Game over, man. Game over.
I love it. I love it. Because that's my favorite move is to not make the star the human that sticks. It's just the other people, one of the other characters. That's the move for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And our pal Philip. He
Mhm.
says John Wick, and the only human is Keanu Reeves. So he's going around just double tapping Muppets. Love it.
Which sounds way dirtier.
It sounds super dirty.
Super dirty, yeah.
But that's what I got for that answers.
All right. Well, I've got our pal Garrett on Twitter. Says the Birdcage, and he's going to keep Gene Hackman human.
Gene Hackman, huh?
Which makes sense. I mean, Robin Williams is already a Muppet, and Nathan
True.
Lane's kind of a Muppet, so yeah. That makes sense. I can live with that.
Fair enough.
That's all I got over on the Instagram. Or Jesus. Twitter. Come on, Brian. Get her together.
Oh, Brian, get with it.
All right. I got one here from Joe also, if Google will cooperate. But it certainly doesn't want to right now because it's a big fat jerk. Okay. All right. So he says, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It says, in my mind, they aren't Muppet versions of characters. They are the Muppets. Kermit, Gonzo, Fozzie, etc. So he says John Rambo stays the same, which would be kind of funny. Watching him just cut up.
Just fuck up everybody.
Yeah. He says Hobie picks The Matrix. Agent Smith stays the same.
Ooh, I like that one.
I like that one too. And he says The Goonies. The Where's the Beef lady stays the same.
I mean, a Muppet sloth would be cool to see.
Right. Yes. For sure. And I want to see a Muppet do the truffle shuffle. So. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, You know who we haven't heard from in a while, at least with QW answers? Whatever happened to Fluffy Bunny Ash?
She's had some stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And, she said something about hating you, I think. I don't remember.
I mean, I get it, Fluffy Bunny Ash.
Yeah.
But shout out.
Yeah.
Mr. Answers, Mr. Face.
Yeah.
I don't even know what her face looks like.
Right.
But I'm sure it's great.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So that's all I got for this week. So pick a number 1 through 21. Unless you suggested one to me, unless you want to do that one and just...
I don't care, Brian.
Okay, well then pick a number.
I'm going to go with... I can't do that. Number 17.
17. It's only 17. I'm surprised you didn't pick 69.
Hey.
Fucking A right.
Shit, I missed.
69, dudes!
Come on, man.
The buttons are small, dude.
You
I got
have
big meaty fingers.
one job.
Oh, good for you.
All right, number 17 is if you had a HUD that showed 3 stats about any person you looked at, what 3 stats would you want it to show?
Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Huh. If I had a HUD, any 3 stats you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I want like a Sims kind of one where I can get mood. That way you can kind of read them before you approach.
Right, yeah.
I want one that has like our friendship level kind of thing. That's like a 1 to 5 kind of scale of like hearts or whatever, like in Stardew Valley.
Right.
Fuck, what would the third one I want be? I mean, I could just be a creep and be like, like like attraction to me.
Right.
That way I could be like, all right, that's someone, just kind of, thin the herd out a little bit. That way you're like, they're not interested. Okay, this one's interested. And then you can go talk to that person.
Like I'm in. I'm dialed in.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to go with that, even though I'm sure there's way better answers.
Like I'm thinking cleanliness. That'll be one.
That's an interesting one.
I like the mood because a lot of things, when someone's in like a shitty mood, I don't want to talk to them.
Right.
When someone's in one of those moods, it just brings me down. I don't need that in my life anymore.
Well, or you can be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like you can just be be a better person, and also avoid a firefight.
For sure.
Yeah.
But that last one.
I mean, pubic hair style.
I almost want to say like
nether piercings.
I mean, intelligence isn't what I'm looking for.
Oh, you know what, though? That's not a bad call.
It's not a bad one, but I'm almost like political leanings. Because if someone's like a flat earther,
then you're going up to them.
Like, dude, fucking those temperature scanners erase your mind. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, if I drink enough alcohol, it'll erase my mind, so whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at least you're having a good time while you're doing it.
Well, that's true, I guess. That's why I get my forehead scanned while I'm getting hammered.
I don't know if it's intelligence, but I guess it's more like leanings, like social leanings.
Yeah.
That's pretty vague, I know, but...
Yeah, I can understand that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like if someone's a flat earther or if they think there's chemtrails and...
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to talk to you. Or at least if I'm going to talk to you, I know what I'm getting myself into.
That, I think, is the key. Because like you look at the other stuff and you're like, this seems like somebody I could deal with, and then you're just like, all right. Like you said, you at least know what you're stepping in. So
like maybe not political leanings, but if I could get like the last 10 things they put on social media.
Oh my God! Here's the best answer. I think the best answers would be like. The last, like, it would immediately show you, like, the last 3 things that they Googled, Pornhubbed, and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
YouTubed. Those three things: Google, Pornhub, and YouTube. It'll show you
That'll
like
tell
the
a lot
last
about that
three.
person.
Yeah, I think you'd get a good cross section of who they are and what they're about,
Yeah.
and
Like,
how freaky they is.
I see you're also into big booty bitches. Like, what?
How'd you know that? It's just a guess.
Because it was a Google search, a Pornhub search, and a YouTube
Yeah,
search.
right. Just like mine. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh man, that would be really funny. I like that. So yeah, I'm switching my answer to what I just said. So
That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I think instead of like the leanings, I'm going with the last 10 things they put on social media.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Because that'll give me an idea of who they are.
You're not wrong, because you would see, like, do they put, like, I just unfollowed somebody on Instagram the other day because, like, you know, they generally just post selfies and just normal shit on their Instagram, but their stories are all, like, conspiracy theory things.
Oh, jeez.
And I don't mean, like, flat earth conspiracy theory. I mean, like, QAnon and Pizzagate type bullshit. So it's like,
jeez.
I don't so much
Like,
want
I'm
to deal
out.
with this. Yeah, it's
And
like,
for this reason, I'm out.
like, these aren't good conspiracy theories, you know?
Yeah,
So-
these aren't the cool, fun ones.
Yeah, right? Like, these are the
Yeah.
weird ones. So, nah, I'm good.
I get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that question. That's a fun one.
Me
If you
too.
had Terminator vision,
Yeah, right?
you know.
Yeah, that's why when I saw that one, I was like, ooh, that's certainly one we're going to use, because
Yeah, that's a good one.
I dig it.
I appreciate that one.
You know, you were talking about Q of the W. And
Yeah, definitely.
speaking of Q of the W answers, we do have another, but
Really?
we're gonna tack it on here. Yeah, from our pal Steve and the Inner City Geeks.
Oh,
Crew.
yeah, duh.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah, I was all confused. Like, what are we talking about?
Right. Now, normally when someone would send us something, we would just kind of toss it into the show, talk about it, and all this. But it's a you know. It's
a chunk
actually,
of their podcast.
yeah, I was going to say it's actually a chunk of their show, so we're just going to tack it right into our show, so you can listen to them have a discussion on it. And you know, thanks to y'all for sending that in. We appreciate it. And yeah, so I don't know. What do you think? Put it right here?
Yes.
We're not doing the regular list today.
Sorry, people.
But in place of the regular list, I was listening to the Salty Language podcast. They're friends of the show. There's people that we know, and they're awesome dudes from fucking like from Toledo and shit. And they usually have a question of the week, and their question of the week is something that I've thought about before, and I find it kind of hilarious because it's just a funny fucking thought. Because why the fuck not, right?
It really is. I've seen this a lot on Twitter too, but yes.
Yeah, and their question of the week, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna send this to them too, so they could put it on their show and they could see, you know, because they usually ask their guests, or not their guests, but their listeners for their feedback and shit. But their question was pick a movie and then pick one actor to stay human and the rest to replace with the Muppets. So what movie would you pick, and which actor would stay the same, and everybody else be Muppets? So who would you pick? Brian.
This is a tough one. This is a really tough one.
I got my answer.
Alex, you go first.
Yeah, Alex, go. What you got?
Okay, so the actor that's gonna stay human is gonna be Ed Norton.
Okay.
And the movie that I'm right now is going to be either Fight Club or American History X.
Yes. You know, it's funny. I thought about American History X earlier at work today, and I was like, oh my God, that would be so hilarious. Him, like, telling a Muppet.
The curb stomp.
Yes. The curb stomp. Fucking amazing. Yeah, that would be great.
Or even worse,
I would say
you're gonna have the shower scene with the Muppets or whatever.
Yeah, that one too.
Oh God.
Or with Fight Club or whatever, you're gonna have that the scene with him and Marla. You know. So yeah, you're just gonna see.
Great.
Oh, actually no, because it wouldn't be Ed Norton. It would be Brad Pitt's character. So they're gonna show like flashbacks of like Muppet abs and just
oh my God, that would be so fucking funny.
Yeah. So there you go.
I
That's
would
my
love to
choice.
see that. That's good. That's good. I like that.
I got an honorable mention too.
What would be your honorable mention for that?
Oh, so just because I feel like this would be hilarious to see. Linda Hamilton stays human. Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Wow. Yeah, I like it. I'll take it.
Okay, Brian, your turn.
All right, I'm going to give a few then.
Okay, what you got?
Captain America stays human, and the rest of the cast of Winter Soldier are Muppets. So that elevator scene would be hysterical.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty awesome. That would be very fucking cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I like it.
This one actually comes from Megan from earlier when I saw the email. Keanu Reeves as John Wick stays human, but every other cast member is a Muppet. Nice. I like that. And then one that just popped into memory or to the mind right now is Arnold Schwarzenegger stays human. Actually, I'm going to give you a twofer.
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger stays human. And everybody else in Predator, including the Predator, are Muppets.
Wow. Okay. So are we going like full scale Muppets, or are we going just like regular size Muppets?
I say regular size Muppets because it'd be really funny that this little tiny Muppet Predator fucking shit up. All right, and here's my last one. Well, I mean, I can also do Rocky, but we won't go there. Again, Schwarzenegger as a human.
Okay.
Kindergarten Cop.
Wow. And but if you think about it, that one's more of one of those like, oh yeah, this is how it would be on a regular anyway.
But can you imagine him yelling at a Muppet, "Get back to the carpet"?
Yeah. It's not a tumor.
Right, so, it's not a tumor. What do you have?
The little Muppet. Boys have a penis and girls have a vagina. That's what you for me.
Yeah, pretty much. It's really good. For my choice, I'm gonna go with. Well, I have two choices because, of course, you guys all went with like super action movies. I'm going with another action movie, of course, but I'm gonna go with Scarface. Keep Al Pacino, and then everybody else is a Muppet, of course. It'd be great to see
Megan actually said that one earlier in a text. Yeah.
I would like it with Muppets.
What was that, Alex?
I hate that movie so hard, but I think I would actually like it with Muppets.
Dude, it would be so hilarious to see fucking Muppets trying to kill Al Pacino at the end of the movie. Spoilers for those that don't know what fucking...
of them cutting up a Muppet in the bathtub with a song.
Yeah, that shit would be great. It would be the best things ever.
It'd be like
you see them flying everywhere and cotton.
Yeah,
it'd be an even darker. It'd be an even darker version of the Happy Time murders.
Yeah, exactly. And that would be one. And then another one that I thought of that'd be pretty fucking hilarious would be The Notebook. The Notebook would be hilarious. Like fucking Ryan Gosling would be the human, and then everybody else in it would be the Muppet. So like he would be in love with a Muppet. So
No, but then
fucking.
we're really, remember that there's a different actor for the scene when they're ancient. So it'll be hilarious. So he morphed into a Muppet.
No. He would still be a human.
That character will stay the same.
Right, that character would stay the same. But
Okay.
it would still be like he's falling in love with a Muppet or he's making out with a Muppet. And he's just doing it'd be fucking great.
That scene. What do you want? What do you want? Screaming at a fucking Muppet. What do you want?
Dude, that shit would be amazing. That would be one of the funniest things ever. Like I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Dude, I don't know why, but I'm not thinking about like since he mentioned comic book movies or whatever. Ron Perlman stays as Hellboy and everyone else is fucking Muppet.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be kind of cool.
Bruce Willis stays the same, and everybody else in Die Hard is a Muppet.
Yeah, I could do it. I could dig it, definitely for sure. Yeah.
Oh my!
Or
I would. No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, Brian. Go ahead, dude.
I was gonna say Mel Gibson stays the same, and everybody else is a Muppet. Lethal Weapon.
Nice. I like it a lot.
Actually, you know what?
that.
We'll have Murtaugh stay the same, but we'll have Mel Gibson as the Muppet because that'll be in his whole like suicidal, crazy, and. But think about it. Think about Lethal Weapon. Gary Busey with a lighter.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine like a Muppet doing that? I mean, come on.
You're gonna hear.
He'd be trying to fucking get his hand from not burning and shit. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll allow it.
Dude, I was thinking about Keith Mel Gibson and everyone else is Muppet. Braveheart.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool too.
Oh, that'd be good too.
That would be pretty cool.
Reverse that one and just have him as a Muppet and everybody else human. So like the infamous drawing quarter scene.
Oh yeah. That'd be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind seeing
And
that.
just see Cotton just go.
I like
Oh
it.
my god, dude. So much. All right, Oh man.
There's so many movies that we could think about that you could just see that. But
we have a podcast just dedicated to that.
yeah, we would.
There's gonna be like an ICG bonus round of just us talking about.
Right, exactly. We should do that. We should do something like that. Yeah, but
I'm down as long as my children allow.
Yeah, pretty much. So thank you guys from Salty Language for the question, for the funds that we just had with that. That was really cool. So thank you guys. So everybody go check out Salty Language all over the place on everywhere you can find podcasts and stuff because they're pretty awesome dudes. So go check them out.
Yeah, so, find out, Jesus Christ, Tony. Find our pals, the Inner City Geeks, on SoundCloud. Well, there'll be a link in our show content here and, the stuff we retweet and all that. But they mention our stuff in episode 217. Well, Witten says yuck mouth, which I like.
It's a good name.
It is a good name.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks again for doing that and sending it in. And like them, if anybody listening wants to record their answer via audio and send it in to us, feel free to do that. Like they did it as part of their podcast, so we just ask it if you do it, just try to keep it a little shorter.
I was gonna say, I mean, I like the answers like this because then it's not us just reading it because it's because I listened to the attachment you sent me, and they just have they go ham on it,
right? Which I like.
And every person in the show talks about it, and it's great to hear. And it's not just our inflection of me going, or whatever. It's good to hear it in their own voice.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm once upon a time when we had our voicemail.
Yeah.
And I think we let that thing lapse, which is probably the best.
We definitely did. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can send us audio files because every phone has an audio recorder now.
Truth. Yep.
Fuck, you can send us a video.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be cool with that.
That's fine too. yeah, if you want to email those to us at saltylanguage@gmail.com, or, send them to us, via Twitter or
Instagram, anything.
Facebook, yeah, whatever. So, yeah.
By all means, that'd be awesome.
Word. Yeah.
I've been trying to do them a little more to Instagrams myself.
Yeah.
Because I think I've said this probably once every
69
episodes where I'm like, I'm just not a Twitter guy.
Yeah.
And I'm really not. But I really like Instagram. So I've been trying to get a little more Instagram friendly of our listening audience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Trying to get some
I'm hoping to
interaction.
expand stories. I want to do more live stuff.
Yeah.
If I could convince people to just, go live with me on Instagram, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Big Dev.
Big Dave, you mean?
Yeah, Big Dave.
Big Dave, yeah.
I was actually thought because it's Tuesday. Wait, is it Tuesday? Today's Monday.
Today's Monday, yeah.
I'm all fucked up. I'm telling you, working 6 days a week sucks.
Right.
I was like, man, my phone's gonna ring tonight because I was giving Hobie some shit about not calling.
Oh
me
yeah,
anymore.
yeah, right. And they try blaming it on me. Meanwhile, my thank you or your welcome was aimed at you, and then you don't have to deal with them anymore. So I kid. Yeah. So yeah.
Anywho.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm babbling.
That's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess with that, as always, head over to saltylanguage.com. Check out the past episodes, the enthusiast episodes we put up there. Hopefully, we'll get off our duffs here soon and fucking start throwing some new ones out there at some point.
I got some ideas.
Me too, because I miss doing those too. So
same here. I miss talking. COVID times. I miss talking to people.
Yeah. So we can start COVID talk.
COVID talk.
So how's COVID impacting your life?
Coughing and scratchy throats. Discuss.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, check out the episodes, over there. You can find the network we're part of.
Oh shit! Here it is.
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Tangentbound Entertainment, which can be found at Tangentbound it's Tangentbound Networks. Jeez, I fucked it up. I crossed the streams.
Good job, Brian.
Jesus, Brian, come on, man. Shit, we're both fired after this. 469's our final episode, folks. We had a good run.
69 dudes!
So it's tangentboundnetwork.com. So please go check out other shows on there. Once again, real quick, I also, thanks to our pal Philip, our friends at the Daft Pod Network, also, belated happy birthday to Annalise of Daft Pod. And thanks to, our pals over at the Inner City Geeks podcast for their contributions to this week's drinking and show.
Indeed.
And if you want to reach out to the show, as I said before, if you want to email us something, it's saltylanguage@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
I guess you can find me at Monotony. But you're honestly better looking at me up at The Monotony on Instagram. Or The Monotony if you don't know how to spell.
Right.
Yeah. And we're Salty Language Pod on YouTube, Salty Language on Instagram. All our links are on saltylanguage.com for the socials.
Yep.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, I think
we do need to start popping off some more enthusiast episodes.
Yeah, we do. We'll have to have some discussions on that.
Yes. Quite. Yes, quite. Yes.
Right. All right, then. So there you go. Until next week, have multiple beers. You'll be fine.
Stay salty, my friends.
And, I don't have anything real clever to say here, except one last thing, which is thanks to anyone who's listened over the last 1.5 million years that we've been doing this.
69 dudes!
We joke around and stuff, but it is nice that people have listened, interacted, all that kind of stuff over the years. We've made some great friends and stuff from it, and had some good talks with people. So, you know, we appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's enjoyed it, and hopefully, you know, we'll still be doing this another 69 years from now.
69, dudes!
Also, Brian, don't forget to I hope everyone enjoys a little smidgen of Inner City Geeks.
Right.